bust smooth, bringing much news with the facts when he crush fools. I'm rough school, I bust moves like crush groove. Pass me the mic and I'll turn it into lunch food. Just cool, but talk slick and he'll punch dudes. Cowards get the message and they hush like ducks do. You can bring your whole bus crew plus two. T-Dub-T is astronomical, you comical. You a fool if you think we'll ever honor you. Them other channels ain't shit, no abdominal. This the face of new media, fuck a dime you. You see my giant crew, we shine like a diamond you. If any trolls disrespect, yo, we finding you. We all surrounded you, it ain't no reminding you. He already done surpassed what you trying to do. So quick to fake smoke, you suckers better take notes. When you step into the chat, you better wipe your feet. Hit the mic and keep your comments short and sweet. My homie just not a joke, you don't want to war. Plus a deep boxing IQ, you don't want to spar. He broadcasted from Jersey, so he's deep, cause you deep in the dirt. That's why they call this the garden state. You seem tough but not a threat like a garden snake. We not scared of you, we chopping off a head or two. Mark your calendar, remember what we said to you. It's no option, it's just do boxing. Mark your calendar, remember what I'm telling you. It's no option, it's just do boxing. Word them up. T-Dub-T, we in the spot. LDBC strong.
Salute. What's good with the fam? How y'all feeling? We back at it again. Second live of the day. Appreciate all y'all pulling back up. This is for the second trip. We're going to get through it. You know the slogan. We ain't here to break the news. We're here to have a conversation. We'll have us a good conversation. Mike Biggs. My bro, what's good with it, Mike? How you feeling, bro? Appreciate you stopping through. Sports Matchups D3. My bro, what's good with the TWT family? 817, what's good, fam? How you feeling, bro? Salute to my queen, Miss Do. How you feeling, baby girl? Appreciate you as always, my guy Ricky Williams. What's good with Rick? How you feeling, man? The boss. Ghost, what's good with the fam? How you feeling? Rick came out underway. Let's go. That's good. Shape. That's good. That's good to hear, y'all. That's what I like to hear. He said, going to sleep. My boy got 2-3 inches on you and that, man. I'm going to drop the link just in case, man, people want to come up, man, and chop it up about this, it ain't unfortunate. Over here, we take the stress out of the boxing conversations and have fun with them. So, did Terence Crawford really fumble the bag? Did he really mess up? You know what I'm saying? And trying to be this fake quote-unquote boss, did he really turn around and just shoot himself in the foot or do more of a disservice to himself than he already been doing? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, right? Man, I like this fight, y'all, because people go back and forth. Knockout, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling, my bro? Appreciate you stopping through. There you go.
Yeah, what up with it? Just do. What's good, brother? How you doing? My New Jersey brother.
Man, I'm doing good, bro. What's going on, my fellow tourists?
Hey, bro, I'm excited. My boy Abdullah, he fighting about 45 minutes. So I'm waiting on this Abdullah Mason card, man.
Man, I feel like a whole fool. So he do got to fight today.
Yeah, I went here. I got you. I'm gonna drop the link for you, bro. I've been going around dropping it for everybody. It's on YouTube, bro. You watch it for free on YouTube, bro.
Yeah, I seen his brother posting.
Remember when I told him, like, bro, his box rank say that he fight on the 16th, but Top Rank ain't got no card.
Yeah.
So I went and hollered at the homie L Dub, and since he's under a developmental contract or whatever it is with Top Rank, once they give him a certain amount of fights, then if he find another fight outside of that, Jay Prince got it to where like, nah, you're gonna let my fighter fight so he can keep developing or whatever. He fighting today, and he got to fight. He fight. I think his brothers is on the card too. It's the Ohio card. They all from Ohio or whatever.
That's dope, man. I ain't know that. Nah, I'll sit right here and watch that joint live.
You already know what I think of him. So as soon as I seen that shit, boy, I was like, I gotta find out how to watch this shit.
That list, man. Nah, I ain't just telling you that, man. You came up with a hell of a list. One that it's hard to even complain, argue. the explanations of the fighters, the way you rolled that shit out, man, was perfect, man. That's why I tell you, we matter. Our lists matter. What Knockout came up with matter. You know what I'm saying? The people that come up, Champ side, coming up with his own pound for pound list, our lists matter over anything they putting up. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is.
I just put it in the chat for you, bro.
We definitely
put it in the chat for you. You right, you good. You locked in now. That link right there take you straight to the live stream for the fight, bro.
That's appreciate you. Ashley's corner. Salute to the queen. How you feeling, Ash? Jelly beans, salute, bro. How you feeling?
And that's, I mean, that's married to what you say, and that's why I did it. Just because I don't like nobody else's list, I like my own shit. There's no knock on nobody. My opinion is my opinion. I'm just gonna tell you, yeah, I'm gonna tell you what I think
and shit like that. Good list, man. That was a hell of a list right there.
Yeah, next week we got next week I'm doing the fight of the year, fighter of the year, and KO of the year, all on Wednesday, and then on Thursday we ending the year with our final pound for pound list. And we gonna keep it rocking and see y'all in the new year, bro. But yeah,
yes, sir, man.
I suggest all content creators do that shit, man. Don't count on no.
Yeah, for me, the only thing that has stopped me from the list, I want to do it. Like I really want to put it this way: the kind of thought you would put into the list and make it make sense. That's how I want to do. I don't want to just slap something together and be like, here, you get what I'm saying? I want that shit
I
to
feel
really put my thought into it, like so it can make sense to me and anybody I explain it to.
The way I do it, bro, is I start with a list. So for the prospects, I had 40 of them, and then I was like, okay, this one for sure. This one, and so I did my for sure ones first. Like if you ain't on your list, you don't know what you're talking about. Then
the wise Crush, you could come up to Crush. You in here? I'm about to pin this link just in case. Sometimes I just want to chop it up from the rip, man. Y'all get right up here. We could cook on this. It's just something to talk about. You know, did he really trick himself out of position pretending to be a boss? You get what I'm saying? And that's it's no slight to him. It's just a good conversation. Like, you get what I'm saying? I think his lack of business knowledge really put him in a situation where you're going to end up looking foolish because you would think you will try to use this fight as some leverage, but that ain't the kind of dude that you go fight if you really want some leverage in numbers. Crush you up here. Okay, bro. Appreciate y'all. So it's just like, man, like he done tricked himself out of his position, bro. For real.
I mean, you think about it. You think about it like this.
That link in the chat for the people, if you could. Mike Biggs asked.
Oh yeah, I got you. You talking about the? Yeah, I got you. I got you, Mike Biggs. Here you go, bro. Here you go. I'll be having just up on my StreamYard and my YouTube. There go right there for everybody that want to watch the Abdullah Mason fight card.
Oh yeah, Ash, I'm with it. He did say that, and you're 100% right. Crush did, Ben. He been said that.
Yeah, that's why I came up here.
He said it. He been said it. He did. Josh, my bro, what's good with it, bro?
I've been screaming at TW.
Right, what's good, family?
For a couple months, and we about to rumble. That's all I'm saying.
But look, y'all know I'm easy. I tell everybody, y'all got my number. Y'all can hit me whenever y'all want to do it. I make time for this shit. So
y'all got a squad. Y'all got a squad where y'all can actually all vote, like how they be voting. The shit y'all can actually all just vote and do.
I'm with. You know what I mean? Salute to my bro Demetrius Bright, TWT fam. What's good, bro?
What's going on with you, man?
And I'm with it, Crush. You know what I'm saying? Salute to
I'm chilling, Crush. How you doing, bro?
Versus Franklin fight Mr. 7-0. Yo, they do not like Keyshawn in that mouth, man. They do not like that trash talking from Keyshawn.
Yeah,
for me,
I'm trying to
I think he's a very solid young fighter. But I'm gonna keep saying it, yo. I get the criticism, I get the critiques, because when he talk, people like, man, the way he talk, he's supposed to be smoking shit. I get it, but I think he showed a lot of patience in that last fight. Once he realized dude wasn't going, seemed like he did mentally made up his mind, like, okay, this dude, I might have to go the distance with this dude. And I think he started going to the body real well. He was stabbing him pretty good with the jabbing spots. We just need to put it all together. I think that's when the knockout gonna come. No hair hunting, bro. No hair hunting. Keep going to well. Keep going. Punch the air out them tires, bro. You know what I'm saying? That hair hunting. I just hate to see fighters do that, especially when you ain't punching like that. Nah, I don't want to see that.
You 100% right. What I want to see, bro, is so many of them over there at Top Rank, bro. They need to just get busy and see who the man is.
Over there, knockout. They got everything over there, especially down there in classes. They got everything.
Yeah, they need to get it popping, bro. They got Carlos Valdez. They got Raymond Murray. They got Abdullah Mason. They got Keyshawn Davis. They got all the fighters over there at Top Rank, bro. They need to get it popping.
You know, we want your input for sure. I want everybody, like as many of us we can get, that all of us, if possible, all of us should have an input. That's what I want to do.
Us that shit, the TWT list. That shit will be fire. I'm tuned in for that shit, bro.
And look, I'm telling y'all right now, I'm doing all types of homework and research and anything I need to do.
Part of that knockout.
Telling you.
We want you.
I'm always a part, bro. But you know,
Modern King Boxing, appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, I got you. I'll be a part of whatever y'all need me to be a part of, bro. It's much love from me to y'all, bro. Y'all
appreciate you bringing that up, Ash. You right, because Crush, he said that. He said it a minute ago. And it's just a matter of us all linking up. And again, I'm telling y'all, I'm very easy to get in touch with. That's why I keep telling people. Slowly but surely, more people calling behind the scenes. They knowing. If I rock with you on here, more than likely I'm gonna rock with you off of here. So call me.
I ain't laughing at you, Jess. I'm laughing at Ghost. He do not like Keyshawn.
Not at all. He don't. He going nuts. He be going nuts. My girl loves him.
He can't stand Keyshawn, bro.
I'm with you, Ash. Whenever y'all all ready, trust me, I will make the time. Will be available with y'all, man. I really will.
To Harry, you know I'm gonna bust him down.
Facts. Yes, man. I love that. I love that energy, Ash. That's a fact, man. Especially not Yoda. Especially not Yoda. We heard him. I might have been here when he said it. You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Public Service announcement. Everybody here crush.
Yeah, you did.
Every time Crush get on some shit and start cooking and like really get into it, he just dropped the mic and then get off the panel and shit.
Yeah.
Did that shit a couple times. I just want to say this, Knockout. Everybody on the panel get quiet, he'll go and then he'll leave and then won't nobody say nothing. They don't argue with him or nothing.
That's all. You know she ain't going back then. She like her some
I get it from y'all, man. I get it.
I ain't mad. It's gonna always be the talking, and I get that. I just want to make sure I'm clear. I know it. That's why I call myself. That's why I keep saying. That's why my name is my name. I can see my side and yours. Any situation, I can see where I'm coming from, of course, and I can understand where somebody else coming from. I ain't mad at the talking, because again, you take punches to the head for a living, bro. Fuck that, man. You want me to be humble? Humble me. Until then, I'm gonna be talking too.
I want to test that. I want to test that theory. I want to test that theory right quick, man. Can you please tell the people where Terence Crawford is coming from right now, bro? Can you help us out right now, bro? We need your help.
Insecurity and lack of confidence right now. That's where he coming from. So as a result, you know what I mean? He going from the corner to corner, you know what I mean? Trying to make it seem like it's everybody else's fault. In reality, it's the man in the mirror. Michael Jackson style. That mirror in your face, boy. But real talk though, all jokes aside, one of the most, like when I said this, I even tried to give him the benefit of the doubt when I was talking to my cousin about it, because he's a big Bud supporter, and I rock with Bud too, but he really, really rock with him. You know what I'm saying? I was saying, like, I'm willing to say that I think his lack of business knowledge was really exposed more so than him being scared in the duck. I think, this whole notion, and I said this before because I ain't heard too many people say it in that way. This whole notion that you trying to convince us you really want something, but you're not going to do the business with the guy that can make it happen. You get what I'm saying? How twisted is that? The man that can make it happen, you're telling him you don't want to do business. You're not even willing to work with him and do it. You know what I'm saying? But look, I got hedge fund investors. Man, you lucky he even gave you the time of day coming up with that stupid shit. Thought he was going to jump because you said X amount of millions, like he ain't been a part of way more lucrative deals than the one you was presenting to him. So really, did you know who you were talking to? You get what I'm saying? And then I really went and said, it's like, Top Rank treated him a certain way, and he's been doing business a certain way for so long that when a different set of business or a different way about getting that business done was presented to him, he felt like they was trying to fuck him over because it ain't what he used to. I tried to explain it in every which way that make it look like I ain't trying to really point the finger at him. At the end of the day,
you're doing a good job.
They leave you with no choice, bro. They leave you with no choice. Next door to the Cosmo. Yeah. Next door to the Cosmo. Yeah, man. Ghost be on Keyshawn. Helmet,
man. You can't stand him, bro. You can't stand him.
Yeah,
it's like why though? Your guy already beat him 4 times. You just put it in the chat, bro. Like
Andy, yo, goes you stupid, yo. What's good, Fizzle? Appreciate you pulling up. Let me pin this link too, just in case the fan want to come up. You love her from Keyshawn, boy. You can't tell her nothing.
I'm laughing at Sister Tori, man.
Keyshawn.
Crazy, bro.
You got it 5 times, bro.
And you know why I ain't said nothing yet? Why I love it? Because she's slowly but surely becoming more and more of a boxing fan, and I love it. The other day, bro, my son asked me about Tank. I said, "You want to talk about a proud dad?" I said, "What Tank? What you know about Tank, bro?"
Say what?
Then I pulled up Tank, like some highlight video, and he sat there and watched it with me. I said, "Damn, bro, this dude really asked me about Tank." I said, "Yes, sir. You in the right area. Yes. Let me show you how Tank get busy." Let me show you.
I just hope that Bud Crawford, you know what I'm saying, Bomac energy, I hope it don't rub off on Keyshawn too much. Hopefully when it's time, he'll get the smoke, man.
Well, you said that Bomac energy?
Yeah, that Bomac and Terence Crawford energy, because that, there's a train.
You knock out. I rock with you, but I think you sleeping, so you don't remember this. You know what I'm saying? You don't remember that. Look at that good. You heard that? Look at that instruction good, man. I keep playing with you people, man, because look at that boom, boom. That's what was missing, yo. That's why he couldn't get Burgos out of there, yo. He ain't had a great Bomac telling him to boom, boom.
I feel you. Now play me. Now get this other link where Bud Crawford was struggling against Sean Porter, and Bomac, his great instructions were, other than boom, boom, it was, hey, we got to get more competitive.
Mm-hmm. I know. Even the boom boom was funny. That was more coincidental, more than anything, that he got him when he said that. You know what I mean? That instruction I thought was so fucking funny, bro.
Boom boom. You know, with the boom boom.
I said, goodness, man. Independence is key. Start depending on promoters. You are a legend first. I feel you. But I think in this little boss move that he pulled, sometimes you could say that shit because you really ain't had no choice but to be bossed up. You get what I'm saying? To a certain degree. But I hope this boss move get us to fight, really. I do. I swear I do. I really do. So he's making no contest and no suspense. Boots on his ass. Yeah, what about that fight? I heard dude whining, complaining, huh?
Yeah, he no contest.
I'm sick. Go talk about my boy Keyshawn. Put your money where your mouth is. Keyshawn. Man, you confident like that, man? I don't know just yet, man. 7-0 still. But I like Keyshawn. I got to see him fight live once. That was at that fight right there with the boom boom. I was there. I mean, I thought he handled business, but again, I'm gonna keep saying it, y'all. I know you keep hearing me. I know it's his mouth, y'all. I get it. I really do. Yeah, like, man, you got to show me more than to tell me, man. You got to show
me something.
That's where y'all at with it. I get it.
Please.
Hey, just let me say this about your let me say this about your topic, just before I get ready to watch this fight with Keyshawn, bro. So yes, to answer the whole question of the show, yes, he hurt his leverage when he went and did what he did with BLK Prime. And here's why, bro. Like, at the end of the day, when they went into negotiations the first time, his name was ringing. He had just beat Sean Porter. He was leaving Top Rank. He did more pay-per-view buys than he ever did in his entire career. People was talking positive about him. We all was anticipating the fight. We was excited that he went into negotiations with Spence. We all thought we were finally going to get the fight that we wanted. This time he's going into negotiations where fans feel betrayed. Spence and Al Heyman feel betrayed. He's coming off of a pay-per-view where it underperformed. The card was horrible. The production quality was really good, but it just didn't live up to the hype. So he's coming in with much more criticism, and his market value in his stock has dropped tremendously since the first time he negotiated with them. And then you got to think of the attitude of the person that you're dealing with. We can all see this, but we all know Bud is prideful, and he's not going to accept that shit. So it ain't like he going to look at this situation and be like, yeah, bro, maybe I should be more flexible. Maybe I should be more willing to negotiate on good faith and do the things that I need to do to get this fight. No, he going to still go in that bitch like, no, I want this. This is what I want. This is what I need. And if I don't get it, then I'm, shit, you need me to be undisputed type shit. So I think it's definitely gonna make it harder to get the fight. You know what I mean? And so that's just kind of what I think about it, bro.
Yeah, I agree. I appreciate you adding that, man. But yeah, I just wanted to ask that question, and I'm glad you came up here and added that, man, so people get it. It's just it's a question. It's worth asking. I didn't expect to really have a conversation about him, but being that Derrick James did have that little quick 2-minute clip where he got to talking about something, and it made me think a little bit like he I don't know. It just made me ask that question. Like, did he ruin his leverage? You know what I'm saying? Especially risking it with not only a subpar opponent, but risking the chance of your numbers being worse than they are any other time. You get what I'm saying? That's a bit crazy to me. So I don't know, man. It's just like the dude continues to show you that he really don't have a grip on the business side of things, and I don't think that's a attack on him. I just think that's an observation of mine. I think a lot of people share that same observation. My baby girl back in that super chat again. Look at you. Supporting your man like that, man. Yeah, Coach goes she on you to that. She's super chatting to talk to you, Ghost. You know what I'm saying? I got time today for you to tell them, Ron, with Keyshawn, even after he take an L, which I don't think he will be no time soon. Keyshawn, kid, you loves you some kid. I mean, right now, look, he doing good. Gungeon Talk, salute, bro. How you feeling? Appreciate
now, Kyle.
man. Appreciate you. Let's do come back.
Hey, Tito Mercado. Remember when we spoke to Tito Mercado?
Chop was good with a chop. What you said, Skywalker?
He wants Keyshawn bad, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what's up, Skywalker?
I meant to reach out to Tito. I'm gonna reach out to him after I get off of here, y'all. I'm gonna see what's up with bro. I'm gonna see if he want to come on and talk about not just that, but his last.
He feels like he was cheated in an Olympic situation with Keyshawn, and he felt like he's the better boxer, and he wants all that smoke with Keyshawn. Like he feels like
I'm about to give him his flowers, Ricky.
He heard his stuff.
On his motherfucking bluff. That's what I'm about to do. Talking that shit, and I get that shit cracking. I want to see that fight.
Baby girl.
Shit. I got something Bob PSA coming. Stay tuned. Yeah.
I'll be there. Time to give Aaron his flowers. Yup, it was never his fault, right, Rick? Never. I have to watch the fight back. Appreciate you, Knockout man. Appreciate you adding as always, my bro. Much appreciation, man. I'm gonna pull that joint up in a minute myself, man. We're gonna chop it up. Mill City, salute, bro. How you feeling?
I gotta light this joint up in a toaster, bro. My fucking lighter went out, bro.
Oh, goddamn, bro.
That's horrible, huh?
P, my bro, what's happening, TW?
I'm up there puffing right there. I'm sitting up here with the fanboy, man. Y'all talking this good boxing, man. I love the energy. I love being around it and learning from it. Yeah, it's the place to be.
Appreciate y'all pulling back up on this second live as your boy continue this grind, man. Just letting y'all know I'm here for the long haul, so we're gonna keep rocking out.
Turn it down, son.
Derrick James. I'm gonna play this little joint from Derrick James real quick too, man. While we here. Salute to everybody in the building, man.
They just did an interview with Spence too. If you can pull that one out, bro.
Yeah,
a little clip with him giving Crawford his just due.
Yeah, he gave Crawford a respect, said it was a good win, but they had asked him about Mel, bro, and he says, I'll fight anybody. So
you're a real one, you know how to do that. You can get people their just due. It ain't hard to do.
You think the Virgil Stanionis fight's gonna be tough?
That's gonna be a good fight.
Real competitive.
Think about this, Skywalker. Who you got?
I got Virgil, bro. Beating Stanionis.
Break it down.
Break it down. Virgil, just the aggressive style, bro. Almost, I can't even bring him up anymore because he popped dirty. But kind of, similar. I always wanted to see the Virgil Ortiz Conor Ben fight. You know what I mean? Just a real aggressive. But he can be reckless. Virgil Ortiz does have his flaws. You know what I'm saying? But Stanionis, strong jab, very technical boxer. Virgil Ortiz, very come forward, aggressive Mexican style. I don't know, man. If Virgil can hurt Stanionis early on, you know what I'm saying? If it drags on, I can see Stanionis beating him in a decision, but by outboxing him. But if Virgil lands some heavy shots on him, bro, like body shots, like he's good with them body shots, that he might be able to face Stanionis to where he can't box effectively,
Basically saying that you're giving Virgil the nod on one thing. Besides a couple others, but
power. I give Virgil power.
His pressure is going to be something that most
Talking
likely
to LDTV, salute my bro. Blessings to
I
you,
see what
baby.
you saying, Skywalker.
Yeah, he's a pressure
Big
fighter.
dog Willie.
Yeah.
What's good with it, big dog? Appreciate you in that super chat as always.
Play the clip.
It's a Holyfield tight Asian vagina thing. Yo, I'm telling you, this dude. Oh man, salute to you, big dog, man. Modern King, peace, man. Hey, appreciate you stopping through too, bro. Much appreciation, man. You catch you on the next one. You know I'm here. I'll be through there when you get on. You know it. Got Stanley. I'm more dog than Virgil. You think so? I ain't mad at that though. Big dog. Salute to you, Modern King. Oh man. Big dog Willie. Big dog.
That's an interesting fight.
Getting stopped. Oh shit, you got Virgil getting stopped, Ghost. That's a boots. Ghost.
I'm gonna say this, right? To make it even for both men. Because I'm listening to everybody. I respect everybody's prediction, who they like.
You want to help me go live on Sunday?
Some people taking Stanionis,
absolutely, Ash.
some people taking Virgil.
Call me
even. I think whatever man keep his head on the line too much is the man that's going to lose.
Right. No, fact.
So I'm with you, Ash. You hear me? You said Sunday. I'm with it.
Yeah, Ash.
What time you want to do it?
Answer you. I apologize for the
stop. Damn, go say you got him getting stopped. Frank versus Michelle fight is going to be memorable.
Time, Ash?
Thanks, Monica King. It's going to be a great fight for us to remember, yo. That's going to be one of the end the year off strong too.
Oh, the fight?
Now, what time she trying to do it Sunday?
Rivera late stoppage, and I got in Billy by KO tomorrow.
I want to be in the crib. I got to.
Just thought the Virgil got started to see.
What time you trying to do
it? I feel you, go. Stanionis is getting flatline. Big dog say he getting flatline. Mean Machine knocked him out, and the ref said him. He already got an L to me. I feel you. I feel you, man. I feel you. That's gonna be a good fight, man. Good action fight. Look for each other.
Coming up. I'm already smoking now.
It was full. Yeah, Modern King, because the styles, and it can make it more entertaining for sure. You gotta drop multiple times everybody. I mean, Machine landed everything.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a hell of a fight. My fault, Just. Man, Just was talking about that.
What's good with it, T?
Be a hell of a fight.
The motivation. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Ash. Whenever it's comfortable, you said Sunday. I'm here. I'm here for
what time, Ash?
What time you think you want to do? And I'm there.
Because I want to be back in the crib. I want to make sure you ain't doing at the time when I gotta go out the house. What time are we talking about? If you don't mind me, pressing.
Stanionis.
All right, Sunday. Let's. I don't want to make the time up for you. Ash is your call, but I will give you a suggestion. We see it's Sunday. Let's say about like around 5. That's a good time. Some of the games will be over. Let's say about 5. What you think, Jess?
I can swing it. I can make that work. Yes, sir, big dog. And salute to you for always showing up and showing love, always. And adding humor and support to the chat, bro. So we appreciate you, big dog. And yes, sir, we growing, man. And it's a beautiful thing.
Hey, Ghost, you were supposed to be getting at me, Holmes. I'm going to yell at you.
Let me play this real quick by Derrick, real quick if I forget. It's short anyway. And then I got something from Gary Russell too. That I'm
shit.
A little clip from Mr. Gary. Mr. Gary.
Cue him up, Jess.
We got a little message. We gonna have a little bit of fun before we get up out of here. It's always good to see Gary talking, but I just wanted to play this little short joint that Derrick James did. Salute the fight hype as always, and bigger salute to Derrick James.
Say the Bud fight, falls through. It just can't happen for the business reasons or whatnot. And then Jermell, he's the king at 54, and they're like brothers, Errol and Jermell. So we don't see them fighting. So what do you think is best out there for your fighter, Errol, if the Bud fight can't go through?
I think he can fight whatever he wants. I have no idea. I don't know if the fight can go through or not. I don't know. I think it's a different negotiation now. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
because you look at
yesterday's price, not today's price, kind of thing.
It's not today's price for real. It's like yesterday's price is not today's price. If you think about going into one fight, you have this. Going to this fight, you sell this much. So this is who you really are. That was like something else. This is who you really are. Because there's nothing around you protecting you, and so this is who you really are. So you can't negotiate from that perspective. It's not even nothing to talk about. Either you take it or you just keep moving. I mean, that was a bad move. That's all I got to say about that. Because you found out the truth.
Thanks, Derrick.
Yeah.
So what's next for Errol Spence? What's next for Errol Spence?
Oh, I don't know, man. I have no idea. I'm in the gym, man. I'm not in that part of the business. I'm just a guy. Like somebody said, I'm just a guy who holds the mitts, man. I'm not
you way more than the guy that holds the mitts. I appreciate him being modest.
He's so damn humble and modest, man. It makes no sense.
It's gonna be a pretty interesting fight, man. You know, I think it's gonna be a good fight. I don't know. I don't have anything to say about it. I just think it's gonna be a good fight.
You think? What's the chance you think is Errol and Keith next, Derrick?
I don't know, man.
Does Errol ever tell you in the gym, man? Like I said,
you know what? We don't talk about boxing because of fighters, because it's like we just focus on what's right in front of us. And if something come up, then it's okay, that's the guy. But until he talks to Al or whatever it is, I'm just in there. We're just working.
Have you guys been in the gym?
Yeah, we've been working we've been working ever since the first time we were supposed to, to the whole breakdown of the negotiation. We have been in the gym since August, really before then, but we were focusing on preparing for something coming up. But we've been in the gym still working.
What was that like once you guys came to the realization? Damn, the fight's not happening in November. Like, was that a little bit of a letdown, or?
Oh yeah, without a doubt. But you got to keep it moving. Right. You can't. We got to do like you can't worry about it. You just got to keep it moving and wish them well and get ready for whatever next round.
Yeah. All right, we said yesterday's price is not today's price, man. So in facts, bro. You know it, Fizzle. You know it, dog. You know it, my bro. You know it. We some bad mofos, man. His resume would be better, but both got dropped while we're with Al Hammond Network B 2023. He's a promotional company right at home. I don't know what you mean. I don't know. I just feel like they're gonna continue to put on good fights for the most part. I really do. I feel like they fights that they put on gonna continue to be quality. You know what I'm saying? Of note. So I don't know. It's an interesting question, but I think as long as they're able to keep giving us fights and these decent cards, man, they'd be all right for the most part. But I thought that was interesting to hear Derrick James say that yesterday's price and today's price, and they looking at it like you just went and possibly shot yourself in the foot, and then they damn sure didn't gain no leverage from that fight. You gain some money, and that's why I was saying I don't think the only thing you could benefit from this is money and an extra win and knockout on your resume for whatever that's worth, But at the end of the day, it ain't gonna help you in terms of negotiating what your price could be. You know what I'm saying? I think that's just being fair. So I don't know how it's gonna go, but at the end of the day, I feel like this. All finger pointing aside, PBC, find a way to pay that man. Terence Crawford, get your ass in the ring. Errol Spence, make that man happy so you could go in there and do what you need to do so we could get the fight and let boxing move on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's all. Fuck the finger pointing, man. I rock with both fighters at the end of the day. I want to see the fight. If not, then cool. Move on. Just like Derrick James said, and their career is going to continue. It's going to be a letdown, but at the end of the day, it wouldn't be the first time nor the last time we'd be let down in the sport. So I'm just not about – I'm past the finger pointing stage. Like, you get what I'm saying? I done made peace with how it shook out. You get what I'm saying? But from here on out, just don't waste nobody's time. Nobody else. None of the people. They don't deserve that. So if you're not going to fight them, cool. I don't even care if you're scared. I don't think you are, but I don't even care no more. Either just fight them or don't. You know what I'm saying? But I did want to, just talk about this, highlight it a little bit you know, little what Derrick James said. I'm glad it was short and sweet. You know what I mean? He said what he needed to say. He said a mouthful right there. I'm like, yo, you done went and fought that guy, and from the way it sounds, it seems them numbers ain't reflecting you being able to have no better leverage than you had the first time around. If anything, you might have did yourself a disservice fighting that guy. See what I'm saying? Then they gonna blame, you know what I mean, EJ for not wanting to just bend and fold, I guess. I don't know. But we gonna see. I mean, like I said, I mean, it's too much talent in the sport to be hung up on one fight not happening. Like I make my peace with it, you be disappointed, but you just move on. You know what I'm saying? They ain't killing them. They're right, but they know they're gonna need to overpay, and that's the crazy part. Mike Kirkland, that super chat is always showing love. Appreciate you, my bro. Crawford had a trainer like James. You think Crawford would have ducked? That's an interesting question, because I feel like Derrick James is a teacher trainer. You know what I'm saying? And I think like we just looking like Bomac could be a trainer or a teacher. Or I don't know what he is, but he's I hear that you need like 3-4 dudes to really help him out, where Derrick James is a lot more hands-on and way more physically in shape to actually keep up with the fighter that he's training and push him. So I don't know. It's possible though. It definitely is possible that he would have taken the fight, because I think Derrick James is able to look at the kind of confidence that he brought out in Charlo in terms of him feeling like he a power puncher. I think that's one of the more impressive things you've seen in the sport. A trainer being able to bring that out of a guy and make him feel like, you get what I'm saying, really believe in his power, and because of it, he getting knockouts, and not just knockouts, he getting quality knockouts. You know what I mean? At the higher level, the highest level, knocking people out. How he caught Tony Harrison in the rematch, Castano in the rematch. How he did Jensen Rosario, just being a believer in his power, his punching power. Derrick James brought that out of him. So it's like, I think certain trainers, when they're teachers as well as a trainer, they're able to they're good motivators too. So they're able to bring the best out of that fighter that they're working with. And I think that's what you see with Derrick James and Errol Spence. So if he had a Derrick James type character in his corner, I think he'd be willing to get in there and fight. Because I think he'd believe in himself the same way Errol believe in himself, if that makes sense. Not saying that, him being with Bomac, he don't believe in himself. I think Derrick James is just a better trainer and teacher than Bomac, respectfully, I do. So I think he'd be more willing to get in there. We're going to see how it shake out. I mean, it's going to be, I see them revisiting the option, Spence with him putting that merch out and stuff like that. That's always like a good sign. Just he still has a huge amount of interest in making that fight still. And I don't think he really want to go nowhere without making it. I think he's going to do everything in his power this next trip, try to make it. And if it don't, then he's just going to move on. But I see them at least coming back to the table at least one more time to at least try to iron out whatever details are stopping the fight from happening. I'm really tired of excuses. And like I said, for me, I'm past the finger pointing, because I know in all the finger pointing, we're not getting nowhere. That's not getting us closer to the fight. All it's doing is more arguments, more aggravating. You know what I'm saying? We don't really need that. We really want the fights. So, Mill City Boxing, salute, bro. How you feeling?
What's going on, brothers? How you guys doing?
What's going on?
Just in here chopping it up with the fam as always, man.
What's the topic?
Man, got something with Gary too, man. Gary had a little video he just put out on his IG. And I know the dude that was in the video with him mentioned Tank name. I'm gonna play that too. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I seen that.
Pull that up. Matter of fact, I love little videos when they talk, man. Gary, I hope he ready to jump up to 35, because I think he been needing to do that for quite some time. It's like he could have avoided being ducked, I think, as much as he was getting ducked. if he'd have been willing to go up. But at the same time, I don't really knock him for not going up or being in in a rush to go up because he's so small of a guy. Naturally, his stature, he's just not a big dude. So it's like I'm not surprised that he ain't in no rush to go up the weight classes when this dude really like what 5? Is he 5'4" or some shit? 5'4.5". Gary small as hell. Yeah, somebody
We'll give you some allergy medicine in a few minutes, okay?
Yeah, somebody in there talking with him. But I think, man, if he get back in the swing of things, shit, and get some wins under his belt, shit, I think people will want to see him fight Tank. Why not?
Yeah,
he's gonna always be a respectable opponent, always. So it's like, the thing is, are you really willing to fight him, though? I mean, are you really willing to go up to 35 and do that? You know what I'm saying?
How you think he'll do at 35?
Yeah. I think my biggest concern naturally would be the size and age for me. You know what I mean, but it is the lighter weights, and they do compete a bit longer. But at his age, I think he'd do well depending on the matchups. You know what I mean? I still would want to see how he's gonna look at that weight. It'd be something so unfamiliar. Appreciate you, Mike. So something unfamiliar, man. But he got the skills. He can fight with the best of them. So I think the biggest concern, like I said, is just the size disadvantage that he'll constantly be at. You know what I'm saying? I think that'd be problematic, or it could be moving forward for sure.
I think a good testament for him would be the winner against Mickey Bay and Tevin Farmer.
I like how that.
Tevin Farmer. I ain't mad at that one. Silverado Low, what's good with you, fam? Like the string is a long waste of time. Twice you're getting taxed for as long as you hold up the first time around. Yeah, facts. You get what I'm saying? And that's just a real possibility that he got to acknowledge that you might have really damaged the leverage, if any. Like, you know what I mean? Your position. And like, it's almost like you tricked yourself out of your position. It's weird. It's crazy to me.
Yep.
One Bay versus Farmer winner. Yeah, man. I'm just glad to see them at least getting the opportunity again. What's good with Silverado? What's good, fam?
Yeah, that promotion was horrible.
Man, Gary. Yeah. And I felt like I knew something was wrong when I was watching that fight, but I didn't know what it was.
Even the Truck Simpson, yeah.
That man
he was trying to offer some money to the opponent.
He just looked bad. But yeah, he did. He should have been able to damn near stop Gary. He should have, but that fight still was close as hell. Gary was half of what he normally is to me. So right. You can see it, the punches. I was like, where the hell is his power at? Like, that dude clearly punched harder than that. I just didn't see it. I thought that was crazy. Like, damn, man. Gary, what the hell happened to Gary? Damn it, man. What's good with it, Casey boy? How you feeling, bro?
Damn it, man. Salute, man. Salute.
Casey boy, what's up, bro?
Stopping true.
Money type of thing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Gary, man. You just gotta you want to see more of him. Like, you believe in his talent and his skills. You just want to see this dude actually get in there and compete. And again, you've been at 126 your whole life. 135. That's two weight classes up. So I mean, if you say you with it, then I'm with it. Shit, I'm with seeing it, but you better make a move sooner than later because you're only getting older, and it ain't gonna get easier as you get older. These young boys out here, talented as hell too, fast, strong, big young motherfuckers too. Like, one got a gift for Gary because Gary was in a bad spot before the fight. Yeah, doing that extra shit, going back, losing the extra pounds when he probably was actually on weight. It was a nice little story, but at the end of the day, he lost. So, you know, salute to Loma for that win, but his ass ain't want to run it back. Tell you that. Well, let's see what Gary did saying this.
Oh no! Don't try to make it seem like it's a money type of thing. Get that easy money. Knock them out and take that money. You feel me? Obviously, they don't want to see you, man.
Get some shit done, man.
You feel me?
Pulled up. One of my good men pulled up on me, man.
Damn. It's even they let my man Russell fight Gervonta. I'm knocking everybody out from Baltimore. Straight like that.
Nah, you gotta say what you just say.
Say nah. But nah, man.
One of the real dogs.
He's a good fighter, man. And you gotta get these peoples, man. You gotta give them a chance, man. You can't duck it for too long, man. You feel me? You know, he's in the creases anyway. So you might duck and find him somewhere you don't want to see him at. You feel me? That's facts. That's facts. You know? Can't let nobody dictate your career. You gotta fight the greatest to be the greatest, man. You know? That's just how it goes.
He just pulled up on me, man. Walked up on me. We out here. I said, man, I gotta go on. Let me go ahead and go on the live, man. Man, I got a lot of fans, a lot of love, a lot of support in the city, in the hood, in general. I move all around this motherfucker. Real men everywhere. You know, real men move everywhere, man.
Outside of this shit,
hey,
man.
look, the earth is my turf, man. We move wherever we please out this bitch, but in the process.
Heavy bag, heavy. What's good with it, bro? Appreciate you showing that love in the super chat. How you feeling, bro? Being silent, being one of the only ones making EJ and Bud accountable, making a fight. Yeah, man, because, I mean, it's always, I understand people positioning that feel the way they feel, and I know the way I viewed the whole situation, but I've always said this just to be fair to the situation as a whole. Anytime there's any type of business that need to be taken care of and there's multiple parties involved, there's just a certain amount of self-accountability that each party share, despite who fault you feel like it is, who shares more of the blame. It's still also fair for everybody to take some type of self-accountability. Nothing is 100% of anything. So shit, even if people wanted to say it was 99% but fault, I'm cool with it, long as you can't say it's 100. But I get the position, and I followed this whole situation close, and I get why people feel the way they feel. But just, as far as me staying, like I always say, staying true to my name, I think it's important for me to always see both sides of it. So I try not to lean too heavily towards any side, but at the end of the day, when I'm forced to go deeper with it, I just let the facts make the argument for me, and let people make of it what they will. Like a lot of people make different, they come to different conclusions as to why the fight didn't happen. And for me, I always said this: at the end of the day, no matter whose fault it is, that's not gonna get us to fight. Even if we know without a doubt whose fault it is, it still ain't gonna get us to fight. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I'm past the blame game, and it's like, all right, I'm more so like now I'm being, a supporter of the sport. I'm more so like, look, man, pay them dudes whatever they need to be paid to get in that ring and give us the fight that we want. You give us the fight we want, we'll pay for it. I think the history has shown that. So I think it's just important for them to take that into account when the next time they go spinning this block and revisit this situation, when they go sit back down at that table. I just hope that they come to some type of agreement where the fans could, they could walk away happy, and we could, one of the best fights in boxing, on the way. So hopefully that's what's going on, because that's what I want to see, man. Appreciate you, Heavy. My phone went out. Then you hear what Gary said. Oh, you want me to play? I stopped it. I did stop it too. You want me to? I'll restart it for you guys just so you can hear. Appreciate all y'all.
Like it's a money type of thing. Get that easy money. Knock them out and take that money. You feel me? Obviously, they don't want to see you, man.
Get some shit done, man.
You feel me?
Pulled up. One of my good men pulled up on me, man.
Damn. It's even they let my man Russell fight Gervonta. I'm knocking everybody out from Baltimore. Straight like that.
Nah, you gotta say what you just
say. Say nah.
Gary said something when he said that.
Russell fight Gervonta. I'm knocking everybody out from Baltimore. Straight like that.
Look how he looked at him.
Say nah. But nah, man.
Dr. Mark,
fighter, man. You gotta get these people, man. You gotta give them a chance, man. You can't duck it for too long, man. You feel me? He's in the creases anyway. So you might duck and find him somewhere you don't want to see him at. You feel? That's facts. That's facts. You know? Can't let nobody dictate your career. You gotta fight the greatest to be the greatest, man. You know? That's just how it goes.
He just pulled up on me, man. Walked up on me. We out here. I said, man, I gotta go on. Let me go ahead and go on the live, man. I got a lot of fans, a lot of love, a lot of support in the city, in the hood, in general. I move all around this motherfucker. Real men everywhere. You know, real men move everywhere, man.
Outside of this shit,
hey,
man.
look, the earth is my turf, man. We move wherever we please out this bitch, but in the process of it, man, I had a good man came up to me, man, and just cast some jewels on me, telling me how much he appreciate how I support us as a people, how I support just the area, you know what I'm saying, and the homies, and he...
Man, you got people looking at this shit, bro. No funny, bro. From outside, nigga, I'm giving you your flowers. You got niggas watching this shit move. We honestly don't give a fuck about the greatest. You our greatest, however you look at it, you feel? That's one thing that's real, Slim. We ain't with all that hopping shit. We support a nigga from day one before niggas was even doing this shit, you feel what I'm saying? That's how it is, bro. Nigga, you're a winner. Even when you lose, you're a winner in our book. That shit gonna forever be like that. God.
Tank, what's up, man? I wish you luck.
That's not one.
I wish you luck, Sean. I wish you luck on your jump, man. This should be an easy one for you, man.
Yeah, that should be.
It should definitely be an easy one for you.
I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know why Hector Garcia gotta be such an easy one. I mean, ain't the man ain't lost yet. They treating him like he's some type of trash or something. Like I can't run with that.
I think Hector knocked Gary out.
I tell you what, I say Hector give Gary a good fight. I say that for sure. But this whole notion like he's some trash fighter, man, nah, I can't give him. I can't do him like that now. The guy better than that. He ain't no trash, and I'm all about perspective. I mean, he is coming off two of the best wins of his career, and I get people gonna say, you know, Cobra didn't feel like he was that good anyway. I get it, but he was winning. You know what I'm saying? He was on his way, heading towards a title shot. You get what I'm saying? He was right there and got his plans ruined. So that's a quality win. You gotta like Cobra, but that's the fact remains is he beat a prospect that was on his way to damn near, you know what I mean, getting a title shot. Then he turned around and beat up Gutierrez and take his shit. So you know what I'm saying? And not to mention that, you know, there's people that say, all right, bringing him up from 130. I keep saying this. He is bigger than Tank, and he's going to be bigger than him on fight night. You get what I'm saying? And Tank came from 126. So it's like moving up is a part of the game. Like, you get what I'm saying? I'm not giving nobody that pass no more. Like, because, again, when Tank came from fucking 35 or 30 to 40 or whatever it was to fight Barrios. Ain't nobody say that, you know, Barrios fighting a 35 pounder. They wait till you get knocked out and say, oh, you got knocked out by a 35 pounder or a 130 pound fighter. You get what I'm saying? But you give no Tank the benefit of the doubt, talking about he had to come up and fight. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, not giving nobody that excuse. We ain't going to for a fight. He going to lose it because he ain't better than him still, and some more shit. We related to Gary. Let me see what else Gary said.
Well, I know y'all ain't picking them.
It don't take it don't take no 5 tune-up fights, man. Just go ahead and accept that one. It don't take that many. I don't know too much about it, but 5 tune-up, 3 tune-up fights to fight. Come on, man.
Oh.
Go ahead, get in there, get you some good bump, man. It'll be a big trio. You get 3 tune-up fights right here. You know?
Yeah.
Can't lock the money's here.
Hey, it's so funny, man. My man pulled up to me. He said, man, why they won't fight you, G? I said, man, listen, I don't know. He said, man, the money there, shit. He said that fight be just as big as motherfucking Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder type shit. Why they won't fight? I said, hey, man, it be like that. And FYI, man, you know, I'm about 7.5 months out from my shoulder surgery, man. This motherfucker feeling good, y'all. So, stay tuned, man. We out this bitch. We out this bitch.
This is the thing, though.
They ain't gonna like that. They gonna be like, oh. They gonna say, oh.
The only issue I have with this is that when you there's some truth to some of what you're saying. Like you're saying they don't want to fight you. Yeah, it's more so the guys maybe at 26 that ain't been wanting to get in there with you, but you can't continue to say somebody that's 2 weight classes above you don't want to get in there with them. With you. You can't keep calling for Tank name and he at 35 and you at 26. That makes you look a little sus because it's like, all right, what are you supposed to do to fight you? You know what I'm saying? If you really want to prove that you'll fight him, you at least don't you think it makes sense to come to 135 and start racking shit? You know what I'm saying? Or start beating people up, start getting some names under your resume, some wins under your belt at 35. Other than that, it's just to be fair, it's just talk. It just sound good, but it's like, what you gonna do to make the fight happen? Because sitting here doing this, I mean, this been kind of going on for some years, so it's like, ain't none of that ever got you to fight. So when you gonna really do something to try to get the fight? That's all I'm saying. I like Gary, and he gonna be no easy win for nobody, but man, the same way he think he a
Nah,
bad
it's an
boy,
easy win.
I think Tank a bad boy.
I think anybody in the top 10 can whoop that ass.
Yeah, man, Father Time Mills is like Father Time is real, bro. You get what I'm saying?
And at the
Been
end of the day, bro, it's like the
injuries.
135 is the glory division. That's where all the
Mhm.
money's at. So of course he's
Yeah.
screaming out those names.
And that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm with you because I like Gary, and he ain't no sucker. You know, he ain't never ducked nothing. But what a big issue of his outside of the obvious with the inactivity, the fighting once a year, and now you starting to see injuries and stuff like that. The biggest issue in his career is a lot of the names that you call for is outside of your weight class. A lot of times, you know what I'm saying. The people you calling for is like, there's no way for y'all to make them fights if you're gonna stubbornly stay at 26 because nobody's going back down there. You get what I'm saying? So Tank was there once upon a time, but he ain't going back down to no 126. You know what I'm saying? Shit, Leo Santa Cruz ain't even at 126. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get what I'm saying? If you want to fight these other dudes, you're gonna have to really go up to their weight class and then fight them. I mean, call for the smoke. Other than that, it's just gonna seem weird. It's like almost trying to say people are ducking you from 2 weight classes up. That'll make a lot of sense to me. And I like Gary. I don't see him to be no sucker, no duck, no none of that. But you just got to be realistic, though. Gary
At
never
least
think because Gary not big enough. Yeah, Ash, if he don't leave 126, I don't see how he can get these fights. You know what I'm saying?
at least call out the dudes that these top guys lost to. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really seeing him even taking that smoke or even winning. And I don't think he knows he's not going to win either.
He hangs him up. He the oldest. Right, so let him move on up. Fate, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. Tune up with who? Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Imagine
He sounded
Gary.
like a fanboy. He sounded like first of all, you see how Gary looked at him when he said something about knocking everybody in Baltimore. I could have sworn Gary says, you can't say that something. That's why he's like, nah, but my bad, but nah, but you a little fanboy, man. Tank can't duck you from 2 weight classes up, yo. Can't do it. It's just the apostle. Then you calling who? Hector Garcia too now? Nah, man, that's disrespectful. Even if he get made to look like he won.
So disrespectful.
He's a good fighter, man. Like, now I ain't saying he's a great fighter, but we gotta do a better job at assessing solid opponents. And I ain't trying to call him the world beater. He did, like I said, he undefeated, coming off to his best wins. Back to back, like dominant performances, know what I'm saying?
Obviously, nobody want to fight him at the 135. They don't do nothing for nobody over there.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
don't help nobody. You look at the fight that's happening right now with Frank Martin and Michelle. You think they want a Gary fight? No.
You get what I'm saying? And nah, you know what I'm saying? Look, this dude, man, he got to get in the mix. You was arguing with Chris Colbert. Why don't you try to fight him or something? Like make something happen. You know what I'm saying? That's a good fight right there. Yeah,
You
I'm
on the money on
inactive,
that one.
coming off losses. You know what I'm saying? You had a little back and forth. He ain't stepped to the plate with Frank Martin, so Frank Martin went for the Michelle Rivera route. That's cool. Don't try to fight now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got more than a reason to fight. Money here, not the money. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Ash,
Don't even ask for the little young bulls like your little Hackett. They're gonna crush you.
Thinking him out. Yeah, it's true. True.
Too small.
Yeah, that's why I never really knocked him. But he got to realize when you keep calling for people 2 weight classes above you, it's gonna look a little crazy, especially when you ain't trying to move up.
He's gotten tested. That's all it is, and he's on his
Around
way
him.
out. It
He
sounds
can be
good.
keep saying his shoulder feel good. Do that mean you gonna fight somebody?
Yeah, it sounds good when you're on your way out and you're saying, "Yo, nobody want to fight me. Nobody want to fight me." It looked good in your career. Real talk.
Mm-hmm. A lot of inactivity, Ash, for me. He's a good fighter, smart fighter, but a lot of inactivity. A lot of inactivity. Tomorrow, forget Gary. We got Tank's third opponent basically confirmed tomorrow. Actually, on Gary's up, but yeah, she on his ass. I'm surprised that be man injury was a head bump beside. His age ain't do shit to him. What they be feeding him, yeah, raw meat, yeah. I'm telling you. What they feed better be, but he different. He's like a one-man army, like a bear with gloves. I'm telling you,
Facts.
it's not great.
Look like he uses a tree stump for a punching bag.
I see you, Ash. Yeah, that dude will maul you for real, man.
Love
Not
to see
real.
him
A
revolt.
lot of calling out people that's bigger than him, like that shit ain't gonna fly. You even went as so far as to call Crawford up, and some people was eating that up. I'm like, yo, yeah. This ain't we ain't talking no street stuff. If you go to 47 and fight Crawford, he gonna get hurt bad. I'm telling you.
Oh, you heard that in the barbershop, right?
What about these? What these two? Yeah. I heard he had spoke about that story before that point too, though. So I knew about it then, but he spoke about it again. I'm like, yo, he crazy, man. Crawford.
It was funny because everybody in the barbershop was laughing at his ass too.
He started laughing like her guy is yes man that talk shit weak. Yeah, man, I just want to see him move up to them weight classes, Ash, because fight. Like he ain't without skill, he ain't no sucker, but it's like when you gonna move out of 26, bro? You got to.
Damn, dude, you want him to move up? That's bad. You look like you don't like him.
You fight black people.
You just want him out of the game.
Like the Ryan, Rivera winner is a crazy 23. Yeah, Rosa, salute, bro. Yeah, it is. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. Judah Ben, salute to my bro. What's good with it, TWT family? What's good with you, bro? Man, I'm telling you, 2023 is gonna be a good year. Guy 130 makes the most sense. He need to go there, Rosa. That's where he need to go. He need to leave 126. He's not gonna get the fights he want at 126. Like how much longer do he need the rest of his career to expire for him to realize that them dudes legit don't want to fight him? So how do you solve a problem when people ain't trying to fight? You go up a weight class. There's no way everybody in that next weight class going to duck you.
You think he could take Oscar Valdez? That's who he should be calling out.
Huh?
You think he could take Oscar Valdez? Because at the end of the day, that's who he should be calling out.
That'd be a good fight.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, that'd be a good fight. I have an Oscar Valdez. Man, that'd be a good one. I'd like to see that. That's what I'm saying. You need to make the realistic call
It's
out.
just what platform at the end of the day. Nobody want to go against Oscar because he got the Mexican fan base on Smash. He's gonna be A side for sure.
Everyone time she be killing it. Everyone think fight next year beats guys. Very fake we got. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, it's some rough fights for him. But I appreciate Gary and what he brought to the sport. But again, he just got to get a move on. The father time and inactivity gonna be all on his back, yo. And I'm telling you, that's when you start taking L's to people that you ain't supposed to lose to. And I knew he didn't want to be in a situation like that. That's gonna be weak. If someone to fight like that, it'd be even put everything on their contract. I'm telling you, everything with that damn bear. I'm telling you, he said better be can't punch. Yeah, he just said maul you, man. That dude, and he could box with it. That's the crazy part. They fight black people. How many? It's shit. He fought 14 years. Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, should pull it
Yeah,
up.
he joking, acting like he's some type of boogeyman. Let's be honest. Let's talk about some real boogeyman. You know what I'm
Gary.
saying?
Gary. I'd be like my shoulder feeling good, y'all.
You sound just like him, Shawty. I'm trying to figure out who GGG's gonna fight next, man.
Who that? Let's see. Gary Allen Russell, Mr. Gary Russell. Yeah. Let's see. Ooh. You might be right, man.
No, it's not sort of. They were sort of like.
You might be right, Ash. Right, for real. Tell me where he is. Let me see something. Well, likely that's not a
Ever since I took that medicine, it stopped. Then guess what?
I can imagine if Shakur had his hands on him, it would have been bad.
Yeah. I always thought he would beat Gary. I rock for him, but
it's gonna be too controlling.
I'm looking up his resume now. I'm like, Nah, he got a lot of different guys on his resume.
Gary against Kambosos.
I think that's a winnable fight, but again, how the weight jump going to affect him? It's my question.
You can't even give it to Gary like that either.
It's different. Skill wise, like, but I need to see it, like how he gonna look after the week. You know what I mean? Like,
he has to go to war with that guy either way.
And Ash, you might be on to something. I don't think he fought too many at all. I ain't seen not one, matter of fact. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Frank Martin looked scary in the weigh-ins today, bro. He looked scary, like a man on a mission. I mean,
out of shape, huh?
Michelle, his determination was there too, but I don't know. I think he's too young. He could box his ass off though, for sure. Michelle.
Yeah, he ain't got none on his resume. Yeah, Michelle, man, I heard they both look like they in some good shape, which I mean, we're just gonna get a great fight.
We're gonna get a great fight. Boxing's great for us, man.
It's an interesting fight. I'll watch it.
Oh yeah, if you a boxing fan, you watching this fight.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Crush. Gary definitely look like D3. Very good. And he got to have a big ass beard too. Yeah. D3 little cubs or something. Yeah. Right? Don't he look like D3? Not in a joking sense, like you really favor him to me on some real shit. I noticed that like a couple weeks back. I was like, yo, Gary reminded me of D3 a little bit.
And I think Frank Martin's KO ratio is like 75%. I think that's gonna get higher over time.
Possible because he got great punch placement.
Yeah, Derrick James, man.
Go to the body real well. I see Earl breaking up Frank from the side the way in. Nah, I didn't see it. I missed that, man. Matter of fact, is that fight on? Is that? Was that fight even on?
Top Rank got a fight going on today?
It was a
with Abdullah Mason in them.
Something. Well, I have to watch it.
I like Abdullah Mason.
Yes, that's a 10-minute fight.
Yeah, Abdullah Mason, bad boy.
Yeah, he a bad one.
He a bad boy.
Oh, they do got something going on.
Yeah, I think it is today.
Might have just started or something or a little while. Let me see how long ago it started. 41 minutes ago. So this is it. So
Jalil Hackett's on that card too.
it's right on we got it right on YouTube. Oh, that joint free. Take Gary off here. That.
ESPN Plus, dude.
I think it's on YouTube.
YouTube.
That part that I'm talking about with Abdullah Mason on it. You see,
Yeah.
saying it on because he was like, yeah. Nah, he don't got none at all. None that I seen at all on his resume. Ash, not one though. Nobody I clicked. And there's some people without faces, but I still assume those dudes wasn't no brothers either though. So I just didn't know what else to do and to stare down. So he just did something. Nah, they do. Nah, Ash, that's why you got me, man. You got to just do of the world, man. You know what I mean? Here to get a boxing is just do it. Take the stress out of the conversations, man. So I tell people, notice when y'all leave here, you don't be stressed out or annoyed at the, you know what I mean? Some people really do know how to fanboy, man. Mm-hmm. All you got to do is just call it. Not even so much call it according to what's going on, not to how. Like you can't even tell people to call it how you see it because their version of what they see is something totally different. Just call it how it really is. That's the best way to put it. People don't know how to do that. They want to call it how they see it. That's the problem. Like, nah, call it how it really is because a lot of times the way people see shit is not the way it is.
Facts. Not everybody got an eye for this.
You know what I'm saying? They don't. They be just seeing. I feel like with boxing, you gotta. It's the difference between passion and emotion, and it's a time that you can actually show emotion within the sport. But I feel like when you talking it, you can be passionate, but if you're emotional, that's going to ruin your assessment and weaken your whatever your debate or argument really is.
Dude, you're 100% right, bro. You're 100% right.
You said right.
Sometimes I be betting with my heart sometimes, and I be messing up the bank.
Yeah, you know how that goes. With some, boxing is one of them sports, man. A lot of times you bet with your heart, you'll be heartbroken. You gotta use your mind, and be hurt. I'm like, God damn. No, I feel with my mom.
Lately, bro, I've been doing like 3 different bets, bro, on DraftKings.
Boxing will chew you up. Especially if you really love a fighter, you rock with him heavy, root for him anyway, knowing you're gonna lose.
Shoot. Tell me about it.
That. Oh yeah, I really thought like to me, certain faces, like certain angles, should I say, they just running deep free, like up and like eyes and you know what I mean, face, right, a little bit. Yeah, Mason Brothers fighter. Mm-hmm. I still ain't got anybody in the ring because I keep y'all posted on this action. I ain't realized this card was coming on before I went live. I'm glad Knockout said something.
The show got even better, bro.
Mm-hmm. Abdullah Mason, a good young fighter, man. A lot of upside.
He could have been prospect of the year, but the thing about it is too much heat with Top Rank. They got a lot of hitters.
Didn't they give it to Kid Austin?
Kid Austin.
Prospect of the year. Thought somebody told me that. And Billy isn't fighting today. I don't think so.
I mean, they're not gonna give it to Kid Austin. He hasn't fought anybody.
Jeff, what's good with it, Jeff? Maybe somebody was wrong. I could have sworn somebody did tell me that.
I was talking about Top Rank Fighter of the Year.
Oh, you said Fighter of the Year.
My bad. Yeah, I said.
Yeah.
Actually, I said Prospect of the Year, but I meant Fighter of the Year. Did you see the names on that? It was like Shu, Torres, Richard Torres, Tiger Johnson.
Got some good names on there. I gotta go look at it. Jabril Noble, he could fight too. Here's another one. I think he got a fight out of that Philly gym. Become Prospect of the Year. Did he get it? Who did he give it to? Alexander. I ain't about to butcher that because Wisniak is finally going pro. His amateur record is good.
They should give it to Tiger Johnson though.
I like Tiger too, man. I like the way he handled his business in his last fight too.
The only reason why is that
It's on
they're moving
YouTube,
him up in the rankings really fast.
Let me see. It's on Big Play Reflog Show. Big Play Reflog Show. That's the name of the channel. Reflog Show. Big Play. So they getting around in the ring. What the hell are they doing? Long as hell. You know she lost in that Keyshawn, but Keyshawn is a good fighter. Again, I don't want to keep going down that road. I just know, 7 fights. He got a lot of work to do, and he need less talking, more fight. That's all. More training.
I was happy with his last fight because there was a step-up fight, and he did well.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of the guys that he's been fighting are kind of like tomato cans.
Mm-hmm.
Tiger Johnson, I'm from Massachusetts, and I know some of these fighters out here, and he's been crushing them, taking them out. And they're pretty decent fighters, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say Tiger.
I think what they doing right now is putting Keyshawn in there with some veteran fighters is what's going on with that. Yeah. People with a lot of fights, a lot of experience, and I think sometimes people lose sight of the maturation process that got to take place with these fighters. You can't just, But again, I'm always hint back. I know he be talking a lot, but they're gonna move him accordingly. They ain't moving super slow or nothing because you got 6 fights fighting somebody like 40+ fights, man. That ain't nothing to sneeze at. That's a lot of experience for anybody. I don't care what you're saying, especially if I ain't never been knocked out. Like, I just look at that fighter different than other people, but I think, again, it's always about how you talk. How you talk was how you fight. People wouldn't be saying that. If you was quiet and you'd have had that kind of performance, because you pretty much won every round.
Mm-hmm.
You like quiet and more reserved, people just you had a good fight. But when you talk like that, it's like they expect more. You raise the bar for yourself, and you got to be ready for that.
Yo,
Tiger nice.
You a little bit smoke.
Do what's good, what do bad. How you feeling, brother?
Yo, what you think about Antonio Tarver's junior son, Antonio Tarver Jr.?
I know how you feeling, bro. And salute to the LDBC. I think he looked like he becoming a little more polished. He look like he well schooled, man. I be seeing some of the workouts, and I seen a little bit of him. I think he all right. I think he okay. I think he decent. Taking it serious. I think he really learned. You could see he learning on the job.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Better said I thought had a brighter future. Not saying that it's over for him, but man, did he get cracked in his last fight and got knocked out. I was like, man, he just looked so slow in there. I was like, why? Like he's so stiff and slow. He just didn't. I don't know what. He just didn't look right in that last showing.
I think too is like, no cap, bro. I feel like his dad don't give him everything that he needs to give him, and that's even the and that's promo as well. He shouts out his promo company more than he shouts out his son. I noticed that.
That's crazy.
Yep. When he promotes his son, he never tags his son. So it's not like we can reach him and grab his following faster. Little things.
You said who father do that?
What was that?
You said who father do that?
Tarver.
Oh, don't tag his son in nothing.
Nah, he'll show him, but he won't tag him or nothing. So nobody can really find him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder why.
Little things like that I noticed.
Yeah. These old be half knowing how to work technology and shit. Mostly tag them too. Yeah, I like to see Kid Austin and Keyshawn because he called Keyshawn the trash kid from Top Rank. So
that's nice. Too bad it won't happen.
I would love if they was to do it, man. Ask Frank Martin if you want Keyshawn next. Oh, did they? Everything I like about Mason. Don't like about Mason's the fact that he gets naked to make weight too much too early in his career. I thought he should be at 140 like Tiger. Yeah, I think it's going to end up happening. I wonder, did he have to strip down? I wonder, did he have to strip down again?
Nah, he had
Still,
that little
still waiting
Muslim
for these
robe thing.
dudes to show some damn action. They still got the ring showing and they ain't did nothing yet. But it's a full-time job trying to watch all these fights and call. Damn sure is.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
like the Mayweather fighter. Who that you talking about Cromell? Jeff, the young boy that they calling the next tank. You sure do the best prospects to me. Yeah, them
That's
two
hard to
definitely
call
two of the
too.
best prospects.
Kid Austin said he'll destroy William Cepeda. That's an understatement.
Man, that'd be a tough fight for that young boy, man. But look, that's the thing. When they start calling for the smoke like that, man, they got all I can say is, man, show me, man, get in there, then. 'Cause you want to be on the fast track, go on and keep talking that talk. But you better show out when they give you them opportunities, because you gonna put a bullseye on your back talking like that.
Yeah, and Tiger went to Bosie's gym and he took a picture right next to Boots. He was the same size, not as much as with the width and all, but the height. I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, Tiger, big dude, bro.
Mm. Mm.
Super sharp too.
135, he look even more scary, just like Mason. So I got Tiger Johnson. Yeah, Tiger Johnson is nice, yeah. He is. Shoot sure and get to fight
I can
enough.
uh, I can
Yeah.
imagine if Johnson, maybe in a year or two, fight Prograis at 40.
Yeah. Go ahead and go after telling y'all, man, they better step clear out. Frank Martin ain't the one to be trying to chase down. Williams is paid already. I like how Kid Austin, I like the energy, man. I like the energy. Get on in there. Fate laughing at it. Get on in there. You know what I'm saying? Fate. Shoot you is the goods.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Hurt that he couldn't fight, man. I really wanted to see him and Jahad Tucker. And it's crazy because Tucker now, so he going to 54. Like, damn, you are? Shit,
Yeah.
man. I just
Tucker
didn't expect that early in his career.
Tucker called out Xander Zayas.
Oh, man. That'd be a good fight. I mean, shit. I at least need to see how he looked first there, though. I ain't gonna lie, because I didn't expect that jump, man. He must have outgrew the weight already. The kid also might
Yeah.
not even win against the Fate and the Fate, man. That's gonna be a tough fight for him.
I think
With
what
the competition.
his words were like, you got to get acclimated with the weight class. And he said, you show me. And he goes, nah, I'll end your career. Xander
Yeah.
told him. Yeah.
Yeah, these dudes be quick to talk. You gonna end somebody for the zone and top rank work together. We need to, because we need all fights. Like, that's why I don't really get into like a lot of network talk, because I don't really favor or hate no network at all. Like, I appreciate y'all when y'all give us good fights. When y'all don't, it's nothing to talk about. The hell, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I hate the network talk because we need the fights. So it's like that's how personal people be making boxing. They even be having a favorite network, like one versus the other. Like, man, hell with that. We need boxing. That's the problem. You need boxing to come together so we can get every fight possible, imaginable. Like, it's a damn shame that we got active fighters in the sport, and we gotta call fights that should be able to happen fantasy fights, and that's crazy. I always thought fantasy fights was like fights that can't happen at all because of maybe the errors or the time. Or you get what I'm saying? That's like a
Yep.
fantasy fight. But there's no way in hell fighters are active and young as hell and entering their physical prime. Some of them, and people would call them a fantasy fight. That's crazy. That's crazy. The fact that it can even
We
be
can talk
called.
like that now. Yeah.
Shit is crazy, man. Frank Martin with the hurt. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, I like Frank Martin. I like what I see from him. I think he got some underrated feet too. That's what I like. One of the most.
Yeah.
I like the feet of Frank Martin. I think they're underrated and they're very good. I think he could take advantage in that area against Michelle Rivera, because Rivera got that. I believe he got that wide stance, if I'm not mistaken. Got a bit of a wide stance. I think Frank could do a better job of getting in and out or transitioning from offense to defense or vice versa, a bit smoother.
I like you said that, dude, because that's an important factor in this fight.
Mhm.
Michelle got a beautiful jab, but he kind of like he kind of like overcommits on that jab sometimes. And if he could, Martin could step back to the side, to the back, and counter that stuff, it's gonna be a really good fight.
Yeah, it's crazy, Ash. Yeah, man. I say, man, possibilities, man. I think with this year closing out good, at least in a sense, with this Martin and Rivera card, and it's starting strong with that Tank card right in the 7th. They're giving us the first week of January, which is perfect. You know what I mean? Get the New Year stuff out the way. New Year to be unsettled in, and they're already starting off strong. 2023 with a good solid card.
Dude, did you get Jahai on here yet?
The who?
Jahai Tucker in here yet?
Nah, I ain't get him in here yet. I'm definitely planning on it soon. I got it because I want to know what really happened, and what's his thoughts about it, and
I'm gonna hit him up for you
at 54 because I did not expect that jump that soon.
I'm gonna hit him up for you.
Well, I bet, no doubt.
Yeah, for sure.
He's relentless. Keeps it counter. Jab, not though. Hopefully, he fixed that. Yeah, he got some stuff to work on for sure. And I see that length and reach being presenting a certain set of challenges for him early in the fight for sure. But the sooner he make the adjustment, the better the fight gonna be. I think so. You know what I'm saying? So, because I think that's something he gonna have to really find a way to deal with. That height and reach is a real thing. Rivera got some length. You got some. Let me see how long the difference is between these two dudes. Man, much respect to these dudes for fighting so early, man, in their careers. And people won't take these chances, man. 24-0, 14 knockouts. Damn sure look like more Ali than Nico Walsh. 24, 5'9" with a 71-inch reach. Okay, let's see what Frank Martin.
Super quick jab, and he got a good trainer too. The Cuban guy, he's a good trainer.
5'8" with a 68-inch reach. So he got him a couple inches in reach, an inch in height, and a couple inches in reach. That's not that bad. Frank Martin, that's southpaw though too, man. And, should be a good fight. 12 rounds. Yeah, should be a good fight right here. This is going to be a good fight. And match up well on paper and shit. Yeah, 55'9", 671-inch reach, and Frank got a 68-inch reach and 5'8". He 27, Michelle's 24. Yeah, real good fight, man. You got a fast, snappy jab. Some solid opponents too, man. Oh shit! Darius Miller had fought on Michelle Rivera. I didn't know that.
But dude, when you see him throw that jab, sometimes he tends to have a tendency of leaning to the right and ducking down. A lot, and he gets countered with the right hand, and Frank got that big right hand.
Yeah, I'm telling you gotta be prepared for that because again, what you just described is like, them habits, them bad habits that the fighters be having. Because you know what I mean, fighting guys that they could beat up, you start, developing these bad habits. You know what I mean, and then you get in there with somebody, and you know what I'm saying, it'd be hard to break it. You know what I mean. So I think we're gonna get a good one for sure. You said Frank is 5'6". So they got him listed at 5'8". I believe. Yeah, 5'8". They got him listed as. Give respect to PDC and Showtime for putting them to fight. Yeah, man, great. And again, salute to both fighters for taking the fight. You know what I'm saying? It was dope that nobody tucked their tail and they was willing to take this challenge early like that and not be like, scared to lose the oath, so to speak. That's why I'm gonna continue to rock with both fighters. I like what Rivera brings to the table as well as Frank Martin. I think their styles gonna mesh perfectly. I think we're gonna get a good ass fight.
Yep. Spence put his gold coin on the table.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got him listed at 5'8", fake. But these young guys are fighting each other. Yeah, much respect to him. Yo, you just gotta tip your hat to him, man. It's dope. It's dope, man. I'm with Frank. Win or lose, yeah. Yeah, I like Frank for the win in a competitive fight for sure. Because athleticism could be a factor too as well. Athleticism, body punching. How you like? I like how he changed levels too, man. Frank Martin. That's something people don't speak about a lot too. So it's like he's poised, very poised, and he be, he be in there working, man. He be in there figuring this shit out. Be in there figuring it out. So I expect to see a good fight. Rivera got some things he's doing there well too. Got some good pop behind his punches. Discipline, fundamentally and technically sound. Got that wide stance though. Like I said, it could be a bit flat-footed at times. I did see him get put down, I believe. I did see that, if I'm not mistaken. So it's gonna be an interesting fight. I know some people feeling like Earl picked wrong. They picked wrong this time with Rivera, but shit, I ain't even looking at it like that. I'm glad they took the challenge, you know what I'm saying? Glad they willing to test themselves this early. I'm not with it. We could have easily avoided each other or try to go in another direction. Easier fight, I'm sure, and they ain't do that, so I just respect it. They don't got gas at all. So the Texas heat, they give you the stamina in 100 degrees. I think that's what happened. That's why that's different, man. That's the advantage I think they might have working out there. Because how hot it is, everybody say that. And again, that's why I like Brian Norman. When I had him on, interview him, that's one of the things he brought up was how hot it was out there in Texas. He said he loved jumping rope. He said he jumped rope for after like a minute he was tired. So he hit the bag for a little bit. He said he got tired so fast. He was like he wanted to spar with Earl Spence. So he said we're gonna have to spar in the wintertime or something, man. I thought he said it's too hot. He said that gym that's different out there. So man, that was dope, man. He said, hell no, man. That's too hot. You normally wasn't beat, man. Frank them guys said, oh, Texas heat, they gave you that stamina in 100 degrees. Tell you, man. That's why Frank is always punching. That's because of the conditions they train in. Now that's real. And again, you seen how disciplined Spence was when he was hitting that heavy bag and just his open media workout for the Ugas fight in that camp, man. I was saying, I had said this to Fanon, if he fight anywhere near, how he training, he gonna get a stoppage. I can see a late stoppage, and look what happened. You know what I'm saying? Late stoppage. Like, man, because the way he was working that damn bag, I'm like, man, this dude was determined. He working like a man possessed, and you could just really see from the outside looking in what people struggle with when they come to Spence. A lot of people just being honest, they don't work the way he worked. They don't put that type of work in. Like you see his workouts, you ever see him putting his workout in the gym. You, for whatever reason, just from the outside looking in, he putting in the right work, dog work. And it's like you see Keith Thurman, I keep seeing him release these little videos of working out. I just don't get that same feel from him. It's like, I know you putting in hard work, you know what I'm saying? I know the work you putting in hard, but it just don't seem like, it just seems like it's a notch in intensity and level that's not there. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, that don't mean you're not working hard, but I just don't think you're working harder than Spence. Naturally, I just don't think that. And when you start to hear things about people speak about Spence strength, not so much just punching power, they're talking about him physically, like as a fighter. He's strong as hell and it's hard to move him and shit like that. And Danny Garcia saying he like 3 times stronger than these other welterweights. I'm like, man, that's saying something. Telling you.
Just kind of saying he just, a weight bully kind of man. He's been in that weight class for a long time since the Olympics. The only bad thing about this is that when you're dealing with high IQ boxers, man, you got to be able to change the pace. And if you just got one pace that just, keeps going from 1 to 12, you might have somebody picking you off.
This will go 12 rounds.
That's why I got Crawford in this.
All the way through. Yeah, I feel like once his engine get revving, that's gonna be problematic. And I'm glad we did get to see Crawford fight somebody, because I seen some of the same things. Like after seeing, usually when you see a fight, somebody anticipating a fight, and it ain't happened yet, one of the guys, or if not both, they fight somebody else in between that fight happening, and you get to gauge that fighter, and sometimes you see the win that the guy got, and you'll start feeling like, when that fight happened, that shit gonna be a much tougher fight for dude. Like, now that you got to see him again. And if I'm being 100% honest, in my honest opinion, like after seeing that fight, seeing them 6 rounds or so with David Avanesian, that guy gets beat up by Earl Spence, and it made me feel like, well, damn, I see why you wanted another fight in between. Because if you would have fought him on that night, man, ain't nobody in boxing. You could have been watching it 300 years. Like, nobody's gonna convince me that guy that fought Avanesian is gonna beat EJ. Not that dude. That ain't hell no. Like, that shit. And I'm starting to. It's so crazy. Like, I don't want to be. I love Crawford, but I'm dead serious. I don't feel like the guy that I just seen fight Avanesian is gonna beat Crawford. I mean, Spence. I'm looking like, what? It's not that you had no bad performance, but I see what he was doing fighting in the inside. Like, you was trying to prove something in there. And I was like, that ain't that intent. That's not going to do it. And he still started slow.
That's cool and gravy and all, but I think Crawford, takes out Mikey Garcia easy.
I don't think so. I mean, it's possible. So, but I don't know. I just feel like sometimes when you never been knocked out undefeated, you still got that pride. I think he was doing more surviving. I think if he was letting his hands go a bit more, I think he would have got stopped. And then when I think about it, he had Robert Garcia was down there begging him, like, he wanted to stop the fight bad. He had to really convince him not to stop the fight. Like, that's a very telling sign. And then when you fast forward,
you seen that?
What?
I didn't see that. Did you see that? I gotta watch this fight again.
Oh man, I just forgot. We just lost my train of thought for a second.
It looked like he was just trying to box him. That's it.
Oh, Spence and Mikey Garcia. Yeah, I think he came in there to prove a point too. They say he couldn't box. Mikey had the IQ. People was picking against him. I think he made a point with Mikey too, but he did batter him. He did start battering him after a while.
Everybody knows people gonna complain when a guy moving up in weight and you don't stop him. Everybody knows they're gonna complain. So that's like an easy cop out to say, yeah, I'm gonna box him because people want to see me box. Come on, man, stop the little guy.
Man, it's easy to say that, but I say this: Mikey still to this day never been stopped. So it's like, I don't think that's I think it's a reason for that. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes just, I ain't saying he can't be stopped, but
that's true.
Again, if he said it after the fact, then I'd be like, you was just saying that. Now he said it beforehand. Like, he said he gonna show them that he can box, and it's easy to see, like, when you watch the fight, how it played out. He didn't maul him. He didn't do the typical get all in the chest, stay there, and really. I think he could have did Mikey a lot worse, but I think that's what he chose to do. And at some point, the old him did step back into effect, and he had one of them. I think around round 10, he really just blitzed Mikey. He hit him. hit him like 30-something power shots or something like that. And like I said, when you got your brother begging, you know, damn near pleading to stop the, but you got to plead with him, should I say, to not stop the fight. And then after the fight, you know, after all this time, they wish like you never had that fight. They wish you never took that fight. I think that's very telling. So it's, to me, he was better off getting knocked out. He was better off getting knocked out. There's better off stopping the fight when you felt like, because you let him get mentally wrecked. He got beat down. He never was the same. You ain't never seen no, and they just respected Crawford. You never seen him do that to nobody. He's just not that way. Spence really got a track record of fighting people, and them guys never being the same fighter after you fight them. It's just that's a real thing. So it's like, I don't know. I seen a guy Saturday that was
like who, good, dude? Like who?
Still skilled.
Like who? Say? Like who? Who's not the same fighter?
Like who? Like who?
Yeah,
you got a track record.
Yeah, but all those guys that he stopped already got stopped.
Sean Porter, I think, fought Sean Porter. He wasn't the same fighter. Guys arguably is never going to be the same fighter again. I mean, the shit. Anybody you can name Crawford is not the same fighter.
Kell Brook wasn't the same fighter with Triple G. I think I'll give it with a Lamont Peterson.
And then again, it's crazy. Like if we do that, it's like, what kind of boxing conversation if we really haven't? If after a loss, a person is not allowed to fight again, and it's like, oh, he's ruined because he took one loss. Nah, I think he got ruined all over again. And I'm glad that it was the other eye socket that he broke and not the same one. It's
Danny he broke everything, 22. He broke his ribs and everything. So
and he changed.
What's the name?
Ugas is coming back.
Danny Garcia. Basically, you see what he went through. Hey, dude was ready to not ever fight again. Start going through all that stuff. That's after that ass whooping.
He went to 54.
It ain't funny, but it's like that dude really changed guys. They really regret letting Mikey Garcia fight that dude. And I think that's why. TJ, salute, bro. Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling, man? Black Grass Podcast, what's good with it, Brody? How you feeling?
I just think Mikey wasn't good enough to beat my thing. And I just feel like Danny went up in weight because there's nothing he could really do at the welterweight division right now.
I mean,
he gonna let Booth do his thing.
Knock your perspective. That's I'm not mad at that. I just feel like it's a pattern. Like, Mikey never looked the same after getting beat down by Earl Spence. Like nobody for sure would have picked him to lose to Sandor Martin, especially people still was picking him to win. But they definitely wouldn't have. Had he not got wrecked the way he did, that ruined his career right there. I think it did.
He got outboxed by my thing.
He got beat up.
Outboxed.
Yeah, but I still think that's a win.
He didn't get beat down,
Mikey. I think once he lost to EJ, his confidence was never the same.
Mikey might fuck around and come back.
Yeah, I think that'd be a bad move for him too. I think once because he right now he seemed like he too content.
Yeah, because of the money.
Seemed like he content. I'm telling you, that Spence fight took something out of him.
Nah.
They said it. His family said it. They wish they never fought him. They wish they never let him fight him. What you got the evidence right there.
That's a loss. That's a loss on your record.
You think he would have retired had he not lost to Spence and fought Sandor Martin? Say he's lost to Sandor Martin and didn't fight Spence. That dude didn't retire. He wouldn't have retired. He got his career changed after that fight. He fought Jesse Vargas. He beat him, but that was the beginning of the slippage right there. He was never the same fighter again. Period. You seen that? Jesse Vargas was getting off on him. Like, it's easy for me to see, and he retired at 34. Danny Garcia was 34. Sean Porter retired at 34. Like, it's the same thing. He fought him. Last time you seen Sean Porter go all out in a fight.
Sean Porter looked good against Crawford.
And that's a bad thing for Crawford. No disrespect. That's a bad thing for Crawford. That version of Sean Porter shouldn't have been able to get off on you like that.
You think Crawford would have still got the stoppage if his father didn't stop it?
I think he would. I think it's real good chance he would have stopped him.
Yeah, and Earl wasn't supposed. He didn't able to do that. His fight with Earl was mad close. Without that knockdown, that's a draw, or it might go the other way.
I respect it. I don't think so. And I went back and watched the fight, and I feel like the action, the style of fight that Earl chose to fight. Some of it was Sean Porter forcing the action, and I think a lot of it was Earl willing to fight him that way. And again, I'm big on fighters saying one thing and then showing me it, saying something and then showing me it. If he told him before the fight, I'll fight you just how you fight, and that's exactly how the fight played out, and I give you an opportunity, 12 rounds to get it off on me because I'm fighting you at what you do best, and I beat you. That's very telling, and drop you. So it's like people felt like that fight was close, but it wasn't as close as what people make it seem. I don't think so. They just went again. It's the first time you ever seen anybody bite back like that when it came to Earl. So I think it was unfamiliar with people seeing, and a lot of time people are prisoners of the moment, and they kind of, you know what I mean, get lost. You know, watching you see something and you like, oh, you exaggerated. It's a good fight. It's a close fight. He was very competitive throughout. But what fight you think ended up being tougher? You think Errol Spence was tougher for Sean Porter or Terence Crawford? And Terence Crawford stopped him. What fight you think they said was tougher? What fight you think took more out of
Porter
Sean
was
Porter?
definitely a closer
Errol
fight.
Spence. You get what I'm saying? He do something different. That's very telling. Everybody was running. Nah, how you gonna say Earl, when he went the distance, he couldn't knock him out, and Terence Crawford knocked him out. What did his father tell you? Who was the tougher fight for them? Errol Spence. That physically, it was like a war. It's physically demanding. He said he felt like he was step for step with Crawford. He just made a few mental mistakes that cost him the fight. Other than that, he felt very good about their chances of beating Crawford on the night. It's straight like that. It's just different. Earl wrecks you. Your body, you don't be the same. What was it? Van Heerden explaining fighting Earl is like getting into a car accident. I'm telling you, I think physically he changed.
What did Porter say?
I think Crawford do that.
What did Porter say?
What you mean? What did Porter say? He was hurt. Oh, Porter said he was more hurt in the Earl Spence fight than he was in than when he fought Terence Crawford. That's what he said. That's also very telling. You would think the guy that knocked him out, that's the guy that hurt him.
On the Porterweight podcast, he said that there was levels to this, and he said that Terence Crawford's on another level.
Yeah, but yeah, of course, because I mean, hey, that's his interpretation.
And he said that Crawford hit harder.
He also said he was hurt more, so he could say Crawford on another level. I don't believe that Crawford is on this level that he making it seem like he on. Of course,
he even said that Keith Thurman hits harder than Spence too. They just said that Errol Spence was durably really strong physically.
Yeah, and that's what I've been saying the whole time. And them dudes really can't handle that.
That's not him dishing it out though. That's just him saying that, hey, physically it was hard to move him around because he's such a big, strong guy. But he doesn't punch harder than him.
That's why I ain't about punching harder than him. I don't care who punch harder. I'm just saying he said who he was hurt more against. So I'm making that point because people make it seem like because he got knocked out that he was hurt, so hurt. And I'm trying to tell people the dude said straight out his mouth he was hurt more against Errol Spence. And Pop said straight out his mouth that was the tougher fight for them. So I'm just trying to say, like, what people say, I'm going to go more off of what the people that's involved in the action are saying as opposed to either what I say or anybody else say. You get what I'm saying?
I heard his dad say that he just didn't work hard enough in that training camp for Crawford.
Yeah, no, he didn't. That's why one of my biggest gripes with him, bro. I don't think he worked harder. He said it. I mean, he told your father no. Said you wanted to save something for the fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? And then we know he wasn't just in the best shape of his life for him, but for Errol Spence, he was on record saying he was in the best shape of his life. But you gonna call him? And I always said this before the fan, though. You said Errol Spence was the fourth best fighter you fought, but you're on record saying that was the best shape of your life you ever been in when you fought the fourth best fighter. Well, then when you fought the best fighter you ever fought, you have trained. Tell me if that makes sense.
But I do agree on one thing though. That was definitely Spence got a better Porter for sure.
I mean, again, just to be fair to the whole situation, it's just timing. He fought him at a time where he was a better version of himself. I think when we say that a lot of times to people, like Spence fought the better version, people think that's a slight to Crawford. It's not. It's just a fact. That's all. It's like just like if you want to be petty and keep going back and forth, you could say Golovkin fought a better version of Kell Brook because he was undefeated, right? But it's like it's petty. I don't do that because it's like after a loss, what do? You get back at it. It's like when you lose, people feel like you can't fight again. Nah, he's coming off a loss. What the hell?
It do something to you mentally sometimes though as a fighter.
No, fight. TJ salute. Nick. Mikey was punching back. Earl was working stuff out in the ring. Yeah, he was beating him up, really. I felt like he could have stepped it up and went harder. I don't think he revved his engine up that's just my opinion of it. I just felt like I seen him be way more intense than what he was against Mikey. Because he truly, it's like I love when I hear somebody say what they're going to do and you can see it play out. He said that about the boxing and he showed us. That don't mean he didn't want to knock him out or hurt him.
Well, that's also a way to say, hey, I know I can't knock him out, so I'm going to say I'm a boxer. That could be that too.
And then you got dudes surviving too. So after a while, Mikey was just surviving. So, you know what I'm saying? And Earl was just taking his shots and punching him, beating his ass. I seen Mikey get dropped a time or two, but I ain't never really seen him get real super hurt though. So he had a little chin on him. He had a beard on him. Mikey wasn't there to be knocked out. He's pretty tough, to be honest. That's what people don't say. They feel like because he was the weight. Hell with that weight. Motherfucker got a blockhead and a chin. And he wasn't trying to be knocked out. Seen him kept raising his hand after every round like he was letting people know he good. I'm good. Boy, he survived Earl Spence, boy. Earl was beating that boy ass, man. He was on the back foot. He did end his career. He changed him.
I know a lot of people had Porter up before the knockdown.
That's cool, but at the end of the day, I just look at it again. I'm always say this: when I see a guy beat you at your own game, I'm cool with it. You would think the fight gonna naturally play out a little closer because I'm giving you an opportunity. I'm fighting you at what you do best, and I'm besting you at it. That's what's impressive to me. Now, let's say, just not even throwing those stones, but let's say Terence Crawford. Let's say he was in the best shape of his life for Terence Crawford, and they decided to go balls to the wall. I guarantee Terence Crawford couldn't have fought the way Errol Spence fought Sean Porter. In my honest opinion, you seen it when they fought. When Sean Porter was getting it better in them exchanges, making them cover up. He was catching them. He was making that fight rough for them. Some people said he was up. Said that fight was close before he got dropped. They said Sean Porter was winning. Matter of fact, Bud didn't.
I agree with that. I agree with that statement too.
He told Bud he was down, and Bud went out there and responded though, like a champion. You know what I'm saying? He went out there and looked the boy at. He went out there and stopped him. He was like, "How?" Like, you know what I mean? He snapped back to it and went out there and stopped him. So Porter just one of those guys, like, the most convincing loss I think he took. Let me see. Was Sean Porter? Cal Brook beat Sean Porter more convincingly, I think, than anybody.
I think Ugas beat Porter the best than anybody, but Porter got the win though.
Yeah, Ugas was too close because Ugas don't throw a lot of punches, man. That's why that fight was close as it was, and he be posturing too much, and he had those dead spots where he don't throw punches. I think
that was the first time I ever seen Porter just move like that.
Brook beat Sean Porter clean. That was the cleanest loss I've seen for Cal.
Yeah. You know what? You're right. That one, you're definitely right on that for sure.
Pretty clean. Split his eye, took his belt, took his confidence, did all that. 12-month layoff. Appreciate you, Black Rap. For the fight. Yeah. When you said it before the fight, yo, and you showed me it, I just appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to be the person at what they do. Yeah, might be out of here. He out of here. That did it to him. I told you they regret that. I'm telling you, they could do anything different. I guarantee you they'd take back every fight Errol Spence. Talking about they see something. I don't know what the hell they seen. They seen that bag in retirement.
That's how it be sometimes, bro.
Is Broner fight pay-per-view?
It's gonna be pay-per-view.
Wow.
That's in that undercard of Mickey Bay and Tevin Farmer.
Fact. I just always hated that about Sean Porter. I wish the dude was dangerous. Why didn't you prepare for that level of greatness? You said he was great. Why would you half-ass train? Like, that never made sense to me.
I heard Porter one of the hardest guys in the gym when it comes to training.
You could look and tell though, but I think that time, I just think he had enough, and I think that's pretty much what it was. His pops, he was tired of that shit. That's why you tired of shit. You like, man.
I don't know if you noticed, but their relationship ain't the same anymore.
Mm-hmm. They said that. They said that.
The father and son relationship is
TJ.
definitely changed.
My bad, y'all. Son and Billy Star. They all do like their own game, yeah. That's what make him special. Stop him from going with, and he's stubborn in terms of sticking to that game plan. Prime Broner and EJ. Woo.
What you think about that comment? Ugas versus Pacquiao rematch.
You said who versus Pacquiao?
On the comments, Peach Tigris.
Peach Tigris salute.
Ugas versus Pacquiao rematch. What do you think will happen in that? You know, because you say that, you know, if you fight Earl, you're never the same.
Yeah. Ugas. That'd be interesting. I think the whole thing with Pacquiao is he playing with fire, trying to keep fighting as old as he is. It's like
I didn't even
entertain that.
Ugas
fight. He looked bad, man.
Yeah, he did. He just didn't look like Pacquiao.
But shit, maybe the playing field a little bit more even. That Ugas had that damn.
Nah, I think Ugas probably get him again.
Probably. Yeah, he might. Yeah,
because he lost his bounce. Everything was his bounce.
You know, it's a young man's game, and he obviously getting up there, man. He old, like 40, 3.
Yeah, I was a big.
I was talking about boots and some more shit, man. Ugas be tripping. I'm like, man, leave Boots alone. You ain't got to fight him coming back.
But Ugas went to smoke.
Well, all his confidence was gone, to the point the only thing he could do to prove to people that he was still mentally there was raise his hand at the end of the rounds like he was good. Remember, I don't know if y'all remember, he kept doing that. I'm like, man, if he do that shit one more time, he gonna piss me off. And he kept doing it. I'm like, man, like he went in the rounds. I'm like, hey, bro.
Yeah, you know that's the shit.
Like, you're not winning. He tearing your ass up. You gotta stay retired. You're a Hall of Famer, man. Enjoy your money. You don't got nothing else to prove to these young dudes. Because to be honest, a couple years earlier, Ugas would have fought him. He got his ass beat because he got touched up in that fight. He got his win, but he didn't get out of that fight clean. He was getting touched up. Pacquiao was putting hands on his ass.
See Keith Thurman trying to get a fight.
His ass needs to sit down somewhere and pay the food.
Is that going to be the fight, Spence and him?
You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at him if he do it. You know what I'm saying? But just don't draw no unnecessary attention to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Crush none of the fake shit. Just put the work in because I ain't mad at you. You got one loss. You not no bum. It's injuries, inactivity, father time. That's what you're dealing with. So you just got to be smart and make the most. Don't just be in the gym working hard. Be working smart too. Because I don't dislike Keith Thurman. I just don't like sometimes the people's unrealistic, I guess, viewpoint on the scope of things. Like, you get what I'm saying? You just ain't. You been
I know what you're saying, bro.
Get back in the limelight. Don't go back on another layoff, bro. Stay to it. You had a solid performance against Barrios. A lot of people felt you should have knocked him out. Get yourself back into the best physical shape you possibly could, and beat somebody's ass, man. Dude, what's good with it, cuz? How you feeling, bro? How you feeling, cuz?
Jeff Campbell said that Errol just dropped the interview.
Oh, he did. Did he do it with Fight Hype, Jeff? Him raising his hand. Yeah, you get what I'm saying, Mike? He kept every round. It was pissing me off at first, bro. I was like, bro, would you stop? Stop doing that, yo. You losing, bro. He tried to Jedi mind trick the crowd. Like, yeah, I won that round. No, you did. We all watch. They got that big ass TV where everybody can see you getting pieced up round after round. I respect him though. He did not want Robert Garcia to stop that fight, and that shows you something about Mikey Garcia too. He was in beat. He is like, man, hell nah. He ain't just let me take this L, but I ain't quitting.
Yeah, he had a chin.
After a while, man, he knew he couldn't win. What you? How you feeling, bro? Appreciate you stopping through. Appreciate you, Jeff. You just sent it. All right, bet. He just dropped the interview. Ariel. Oh, let me see. Damn, I almost forgot about this car. What's going on over here? Is anybody fighting? Man, I ain't seen nobody in the ring yet. Hold on, let me refresh this. Am I tripping? Because I ain't seen nobody yet. I see some of the family in the chat.
Man, salute to everybody on the chat, man. Every single time I go on here, they be sending you videos. Mad love, bro. It's like you got a team. I love it.
Oh yeah. Jack be and he be on point time to time. Like he be on point, yo. He said to me, he be my eyes for me, man. Appreciate you, Jack. He stay sending me something.
Nah, and Skywalker was the last one too. Remember when I was on?
They be
Bro,
sending me.
you doing it, bro. You doing it.
Yeah. They be lacing me, man. Sending me all types of stuff. Oh yeah.
Mad love.
I just hope they can make that fight, man. Man, and learn to move out of the way of the punches instead of trying to block Ugas punches is going to end the same way. That's an absolute fact. When he only getting older, I just don't think he got nothing left to prove. But I think he still just love the sport. That's why he's doing the exhibitions. I'm not even mad at that because he ain't drawing all types of attention to himself. But just as quick as I say that, he is kind of tripping with the you'll fight EJ or Crawford. Stop. Please, bro. Leave them. Don't do that. Don't, bro. I don't want to see that. Nah, I rock with you enough to not want to see that. I'm cool. Because you're not winning either one of them fights. You're going to get hurt very bad, I believe, though. I truly don't think that would be smart for him. Get the exhibition money. You proved enough in the actual sport. You risked your life enough. Just go ahead and let them people pay you some millions to beat people that, you know what I mean, you're supposed to beat. I mean, I'm not mad. It's an exhibition. Do you? But that EJ and Cross, stop. Don't do that. I don't want to see you fight none of them dudes, bro. That's going to be bad. And I ain't just
about to fight right now.
Get their ass beat for the hell of it. What you said?
Mason's about to fight right now.
Who in here? Ain't nobody in the ring still. We still waiting. It's like I still ain't seen nobody in the ring yet. I knockout over here in the chat. KQKC. It's a small ring, not for a boxer on the move. Yeah, when the fight's starting though. Damn. We've been up here kicking it for a minute. I'm like, dang, ain't seen the fight start yet. It's still in the ring.
Damn, Jeff want Pac-Man to die. That's messed up.
He didn't study Ugas move. I just don't want him to come back, bro. Pac-Man BLK Prime. He got that. Yeah, that'd be crazy. That's unfortunate if he do, and he done made all that money, generated all that money for the sport, man. Because you already know it always end well when they come back and they fight for money. Like it always end well. It don't never end well. Should I say? It never ends well. You gotta fight because you love it. And don't get it wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with doing it for the money as you going along. But when it's solely about that, nah, hell no. It always end well, man. It really don't, man. He got some bills there. That's unfortunate if that's the case, man. Because I heard he good though. I heard he like a king over there in the Philippines.
Yeah, but he be giving like a half of his purse to the country.
I do hear he donate and give a lot of money. I still, from what I heard, I thought he still was good financially. That's unfortunate. You hate to hear it, but I like Manny.
I mean, I couldn't see Manny going broke, but
yeah, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, damn. Yeah, man. I like this energy that Frank Martin and Michelle Rivera is showing toward each other. That's what's up,
fire, bro.
Man, I just want to see a good fight, man. I'm happy we got one. Solid little card, man. I'm gonna be on live. I'm gonna be calling this fight, y'all. Last time we was calling the PBC card, bro. PBC came through here. Came through the chat.
That's fire.
Word up. Real PBC. You know I knew to click that icon quick to make sure it wasn't nobody faking. It was really them. I seen that 1 million subscribers. So yeah, that's them.
They watching. They watching.
We came through a few of the TWT platforms. I think like 3 of us. Word up. I was like, that was dope that they just came through showing love, saying what up, saying, thanks for entertaining the fans. Hope we enjoying the card, cordial stuff like that. I was like, man, that's dope, man. You just never know who watching. That's why I try to make responsible content. You know what I'm saying?
And it's cool because it inspires you more, right?
Who listen? Rivera versus Martin versus Rivera is going to be a war. Sean Porter promised. The way they looking at each other. Boy, you downloaded soccer now? God, it's crazy. They gave customer response. It's gonna be a damn good fight, bro. Man, oh man, I might have to. I'm gonna watch that video soon to see what's up with Spence and what he talking about. All in all, man, Gary Russell, he need to get back in the mix. I know he's talking like that. He need to just go ahead and move up a weight class. I don't care if it's 130 or 135. I think for him to really get back in the mix like he want to become relevant, he's gonna have to move out at 126. If not, his career is just gonna be what it's been. You know what I mean, more of the same. Inactive injuries, fighting once a year, if that, and you know, all the way until you hang the gloves up. And that'd just be unfortunate, man. So I hope.
What weight class is Cool Boy?
22. And he going up to 26 to fight Brandon Figueroa. For that, it's like
I don't even see him Russell not even entertaining somebody like that.
Like Cool Boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That'll be a good fight too. I mean, shit, Cool Boy is up at 126, but I think Russell's biggest problem has been getting people to get in the ring with him in a timely manner where he ain't forced to be, you know, on the bench for so long, on the shelf, should I say.
He ain't been the same since Loma.
Yeah, we gonna see, man. We gonna see, but ultimately, man, y'all, we gonna hopefully Gary do what he got to do to get himself back into the mix and the swing of things. As far as him speaking about Tank, I mean, if you really want that Tank fight, if that's the fight you truly want, and you want people to believe you, you gotta make your presence felt. And what better way to do that than by to get into, you know what I mean? Get your ass to 35. I mean, it's a big jump, but that's you mentioned Tank. Like you mentioned, this is recent. This is currently on your IG right now, today, like stuff. So you know what I'm saying?
Remember when everybody wanted to fight to get knocked out by Tyson for $5 million? It's the same thing. Take $3 million to get knocked out by Tank.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So it's like that's what you want. Go ahead. You gotta get yourself up to 35, man, and make some noise. But until then, you only gonna be making noise, and that's background noise. So that ain't the right kind of noise, because that means people ain't really hearing you. So we're gonna see. Because I like Mr. Gary Russell. We're gonna see where he go from here. I'm rooting for him. Hopefully he get back in the mix soon. As for Tank Davis, salute. I tip my hat to him for trying to move out the shadow of Mayweather Promotions. Put in the card January 7th. What more could you ask for?
Well, and he said he coming for all the big dogs after these two guys.
Mm-hmm. And I want to see that same energy. I'm gonna hold them to it, man. I'm hold them all. Everybody getting held to their words. If y'all gonna speak it, we're gonna hold you to it. And I think that's fair, regardless of what fighter it is and how much we rock with you. If you ain't standing on what you said, then we get to call that out. And that's not tearing you down, it's just calling a spade and holding you accountable to your word. EJ still the man. He's still the big fish. Terence Crawford, he's still a hell of a fighter, man. But, man, find a way to get this fight done. I think you could have shot yourself in the foot a bit in terms of leverage. I just feel like you got less leverage now than you ever did. Especially the worst thing you could have did was take another fight with a weak opponent and bring out even weaker numbers. You know what I'm saying? So,
did you see that Crawford interview that they were talking about? Hey, who do you think would take the fight first, Charlo or Spence? And he said, I think Charlo would because he be a mad person. And I think Spence is like a mellow guy that just wants to listen to Al Heyman.
Nah, shit. I mean, when you hear him speak about it, Spence is the one that's seeming like he's with it. Spence is the one that's with it. Seem like more so.
Until the contract is signed.
You gotta kick before you get there.
We all say we want it, but the contract's got to be signed.
Mm-hmm. So it's like I ain't saying he wanted so much more than Charlo, but I feel like he more willing the way his response was with it. It's like, you know, Charlo really don't seem like he even want to entertain the thought as much, but rightfully so. But again, like I feel like if that money is right and that opportunity do present itself, I think I think they'd do it. At the end of the day, y'all making money together. That's how they gotta look at it.
Now, if Charlo gets the fight first, what are you gonna say?
Charlo, what over
fight.
Charlo fight. Oh, if he wanted to fight over, you saying over Spence?
Yeah, if he gets it.
That kind of shit. That'll surprise me a little bit, at least a little bit, because I don't know. I just feel like he don't want to fight him.
It should be a lot of bit.
Yeah, not because he's scared or nothing. I just think he really, like, I don't know. He really rock with him on something like that's a brother. Like, outside of his brother, I think the closest person that in boxing to him is Spence. So I think that's why he be talking like that. But Spence be talking more side on the business side, like, yo, if the money right, then we probably could do it.
Who do you think the better fighter out of Spence and Charlo?
Your audio going out. You got the robot voice on. You could jump out, jump back in.
Yeah, he was asking
Davis versus Casemiro.
who you think is the bet out of Spence and Charlo?
Man, them some two high level, highly skilled guys, man. Man, some good fighters, man. I think Spence is more balanced even than Charlo is. I think Charlo is balanced, but I think he could headhunt a bit to where I think Spence mixed up that attack more fundamentally and technically sound, even than the Charlo is. You know what I'm saying? I think he sticks to the game plan even better than what Charlo has been able to do in certain fights. Like, just overall, you get what I'm saying? The skill gap ain't nothing crazy like that. I just think, Spence is a slightly better fighter. That Olympic pedigree is nothing to sneeze at, boy. That Olympic pedigree is something special, man. It guys, you know what I mean? Just see something different in it. Especially when you able to apply the shit they learn in the Olympics for their career and become a better pro than they was amateur. Jeff, what's good with it, Jeff?
What's good, everybody? To me, it all depends on what kind of fighting style. Oh, shit, I think I'm muted. What kind of fighting style you like? So if you like boxer puncher, it's probably gonna be Mel. If you like somebody who's strategically breaks you down over rounds, and you like Errol. So it's pretty much pick your poison or pick your preference.
Yeah, to be real, it really is. It really is. I rock with them both. It's like a fight with them dudes could go either way based on what you see in the ring. Yeah, I say not by much. Yeah, that's fact. That shit is so close to Charlo, man. And that sense of calm that he been dealing with these last couple fights, or within his last fight, should I say? Let me be clear. The last fight, that sense of calm that was over him, from that ring walk all the way through the execution of what his business, like, man, he would be tough to beat because he mentally locked in. That shit is a good thing for boxing, bro.
So my bad on that. So you were saying about who do you think's the better fighter? You said Spence, right?
Yeah, I lean towards Spence a little bit more.
I agree. And I think Al Heyman agrees too.
Yeah, I think that's unanimous up here on the panel.
Yo, Just, I think what happened was he's finally trusting, like, he's finally listening to Derrick James in a way that's like, I know I have the superior guy in my corner giving me the instructions, because when I do what he tells me to do, the execution is there. Like, what Derrick James said after the fight was, he listened to me. In the first one, he was laying against the ropes. He wasn't really taking the instructions. When he was focused and listening to Derrick James, he came out as squash dude.
Yeah, you can tell by the personality who listens.
Yeah. What the hell?
Gotta be coachable.
You gonna start this fight or what? What in the hell is going on with this? With this damn situation here? Is they ever gonna play the damn fights or what, bro? Goodness, bro. Yeah, my bad.
But it looks like Virgil Ortiz and Stanionis is going down 2.3 mil.
Tank Davis and Casemiro. I think Casemiro too small for Tank. He tough though. Casemiro, he could fight, man. He bring a lot of toughness and grit to the fight.
Yeah, I think Stanionis has a chance to upset Virgil over there on the zone and ruin their plans.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
A chance.
Only because he likes to brawl. He's not gonna back down from Virgil, and it's gonna be like who stands up to the bigger punches, who can
It's
hold
gonna
up.
be an entertaining fight. Definitely a war.
Oh, fact. We
Mm-hmm.
seen Butayev, so we know he know how to, you know what I mean, handle the pressure, like the dirty fighting. So not saying Virgil is dirty, but like the pressure that Butayev put on him, kind of much prepared him for Ortiz. 'Cause he gonna come forward, he gonna try to knock him out. It's like, all right, cool. Let's see who take the bigger punches. But if he can turn it into a skill fight, he definitely could win.
Yeah, man. Definitely a good guy. I interviewed him a few days ago. Definitely a good dude. But I don't know. I got Virgil on this one, man. They took short money too just to make it happen.
Mm. Yeah, man, this is
Stanionis is 75% of the
winner.
belts.
It's a good look for the winner, and I think it's a good fight for both win, lose, or draw. I think that's how you do it, man. Take challenges, man. Take chances. 50-50 fight.
You know, if they didn't allow it to go to purse bid, Ortiz would have got more money. But I know they wanted to fight on the zone and not on Showtime. That's why they let it go to purse bid. Because they could have just let it, you know what I mean? Just sign the contract and fight over on Showtime. But he was like, nah, I'm going to come back to the zone.
Yep, the zone.
That's facts, yeah.
So that's why he got short money to stick. Because it's 75, 25 or some shit like that for that belt, the WBA.
Yeah, Stanionis got 75%. Yep.
It's okay. He better earn it that night because Verge gonna make him earn that money, man.
Yeah, man. That was like when Oscar De La Hoya and Mayweather took that short just to be the man.
Yeah.
Oh, Verge.
What you said, Jeff? You chopping up. Your audio chopping up. Appreciate you, Mike, as always, putting that color in the chat, bro. Being a real dude, knows boxing. You know I'm trying, you know. I grind for the people, man. That's why it's my second one of the day, man. So I appreciate y'all pulling back up. I know how we do over here, man. Putting them hours in.
No, you're all right.
What's good with it, TD? How you feeling, bro? Appreciate you for stopping through. We'll tuck his chin up. We're going to be singing a little that Sunday. Oh, my God. Virgil. You better tuck that chin, man. Better, man. Better. That's going to be a good fight. The two dudes that's not going to have to go looking for each other. It's going to be entertaining for sure, man. We win that night. When we get fights like that, we win. You know what I'm saying? And I think you know, depending on how those dudes go fight, you know, they could walk away from that fight, win, lose, or draw with more fans. So
I can get you Stanionis too.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Look, I'm definitely trying to build, and any of these fighters that's willing to come and build, I'm with it. Appreciate you, Mike. Much appreciation, bro. Stanionis about to lay down. Ain't about to lay down. Yeah, he ain't. I've been saying Stanley got more dog than Virgil. Yeah. Yeah, I want to see. Because I think Virgil showed me something when he got hurt by Mean Machine. Dude wanted to fight out of that, yo. He wanted to fight out of it.
Facts.
And I was like, he impressed me with that. But I was like, you got to be careful because certain fighters is going to be smarter for you not to try that with.
Well, they'll double down. They'll hit you with some other shit.
Yeah. And it's like
you can tell when a fighter you hurt another fighter and you like you hesitant to come hit him with a next punch. You gotta be on point. You gotta be able to finish.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the right person would have finished him off and hurt him some more. Just agree with you. The Virgil dog, but that World Butte was different. He kept coming his facts. Yeah, Moy had him looking like Jason with the mask off, man. Swollen big head, man, face off. But he earned that. He fought hard though. That's the Mexican. He better not try that shit. Stanionis now. He better not. It's okay to grab and recover. That's the fact. It's okay to take knees. Like it's a lot that these dudes, little shit like that. Taking a knee in a weird way to me in boxing is almost equivalent equivalent to guys sliding almost in football. You know, dudes don't be wanting to do it. Like, you know, you had them certain quarterbacks like the RG3s of the world, but it don't make you a less of a player to slide. Don't make you less of a man to take a knee if that's going to stop you from getting finished in the fight. I think that would make you smart. Like, so I see
I like that one.
Dude, you
I
get
like that one.
dudes would be just sitting in there and like, nah, bro, you got to do something, bro. You be getting tore up before it get too crazy. You get what I'm saying? Go ahead, take that knee.
That was a great analogy.
You know what I'm saying? Recover real quick. You get appreciated. Recover and then get back to it. Learn how to respond in moments of adversity, man. And it just don't make you less of a fighter. It make you a smarter one. You being aware, like, oh, you know what I mean? I might need a couple seconds real quick. You know what I mean? Get your bearings back right. You know what I mean? Preserve yourself for the next round. You know what I mean? Get through that tough moment, weather that storm, and get back to it. But these young fighters, man, some of them can fight out of it. Some of them fight better, hurt. And some of them, man, nah. And I know a lot of these fighters, they need to learn how to deal with pressure too. Pressure and power punchers. All that running from the power, to my knowledge, I think that's the wrong way. The way they teach you to run from the power, because you gonna get a person a chance to catch you again. Especially they get full extension on them punches now. I think I liked about Andre Ward. He knew how to neutralize and smother people power. Yo, shit, something impressive, man, that you just don't see a lot of these young fighters know how to do. When they got somebody in there that's punching, all they know how to do is get on their bike.
Yeah, that's why he was able to move up in weight classes, because he had those little trickery things to him.
Yeah, but just like it's smaller to be close to the guy so he doesn't hit you at the end of his shot, but you get it like halfway. Like Wilder got that power halfway, still knock you out, but everybody else is like, all right, cool.
Stanionis look like Vector from Gotham. Oh man. I like Virgil. He coming with that jab. Facts, Mike. He a strong dude, man. Strong kid. I like his attitude and energy, man.
Is he sharp in the combination punches?
That's all. Just so I can see how good he is. Because some people think he's the guy, and I feel like Boots will destroy him.
All I want is Blair Cobbs and LX Rocha on the undercard. I don't want nothing else. I'll go pay for that DAZN card.
Mm-hmm.
Who against Alex Rocha?
Blair Cobbs.
Oh.
He wants his get back, man. He wants his get back. That's a good card. That make that card interesting. Somebody's gonna talk their shit and build up the fight.
I feel bad for Rashidi Ellis, man.
Oh yeah, they stunted his growth. They should have made him for Ortiz, but we know that wasn't gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want the smoke.
Yeah, TD, I feel you. Touch that chin.
Yo, I call them the Golden Ducks. Yo, you know they gotta have a golden card. I mean, a Golden Boy card going on this Saturday. They got a Golden Boy card going on Saturday.
Oh yeah. Who on it?
Somebody De La Hoya. I think it's a bunch of Spanish.
No, Diego probably Oscar cousin or whatever his name was.
Yeah, some guy like that.
Yeah. Now, facts, TD, but then aside from that, I think these young fighters need to learn how to smother power instead of trying to run from it, because they always end up getting clipped at the end of a punch, and that'd be the worst scenario.
Ryan.
You know what I'm saying? No, smother that shit, bro. Don't run from it, bro. Hey, you know what you signed up for. If you scouted your opponent, you know that dude was punching before you got up in there, bro.
Devin.
Ryan's just been trolling everybody, so that's why he always think he can just lean and, dip his head out the way. It's a thing because you're usually fighting shorter guys who have to punch up to get you. So instead of moving your head, he kind of just twists his body like, I'm out the way, but that body was just lined up perfectly. Luke Campbell said, everything I have. Yo, what happened to Luke Campbell? Honestly, like, after he lost the Loma, what happened? The money was so good to lay down that my man was just like, F boxing. Better than just retire.
Dude, what did I tell you about Haney? He's moving up. I knew that was going to be the excuse.
Anyone except for Tank. Nah, facts.
Just made the announcement?
They're making too many excuses, saying, "Oh, if it's not in May, it got to be in March. It's only 2 months away." And I commented on Ellie Setback. I commented on Ellie Setback's post.
Yeah, I think they just trying to play the waiting game, and again, it's just like I think in a sense, let the mind games begin early. And Dad got to catch on to that. Yeah, you probably right about what you're talking about, but just stay the course because you already see the play. So because you called it out. So now that you see it, just adjust to it. They try to play mind games with you with the Australia situation with your dad. You got through that, right? Get through this. A couple more months or whatever the case. Don't even let it, you know what I mean? Just don't even let them know that you even remotely close to being bothered by their little head games. You know what time it is, bro.
Loma
different.
Any type
you
of
know what I would do? Leave alone to Jermaine Ortiz. You know what? I'll tell him I'm dropping one of the belts.
Do not take Jermaine Ortiz. He's a dog.
Yeah, no, that's why Loma lost to him. I had that scored. What was it? Was it 10 rounds or 7-3?
It was close. I wish Jermaine Ortiz had a 12-rounder before that, but
that was just. But that's how they jinxed him. They moved it up to what you call it. It wasn't a 10.
Yeah, I was there at that fight.
That was 12.
Which fight?
The Hulu
Loma
Theater.
versus Ortiz. We got some New York people in the house. What's good, New York?
Salute to the city, man.
Yeah, so I wrote on Ellie Setback's thing, and I tagged Paula Malignaggi, and he wrote a paragraph. He's like, "Yo, I've been boxing for 20 years."
Aggressive,
He's like, "Yo, you can make weight." That's because I guess it was like small months. Those are the small months. So it's not. And he's like, any fighter could do it. And Paulie called it too.
Now, Paulie once handed it loose to Loma so that man can ride around for like a whole, year and a half going, I knew that was the white boy that was going to beat you. I knew that was the white boy that was going to beat you.
But the thing about it, if Loma fought Tio again, I think Loma would win.
Before who? Tio?
Yeah, if Loma fought Tio again, I think he would have won.
I think Tio. Well, which Tio? Tio that we watching now or Tio in the past?
Nah,
Tio now is trash.
Yeah, but it's the same dude.
Honest with you,
Nah, two different guys. Other guy had power, charisma.
I thought he could beat him.
What was that?
Before he lost to Cambosos?
Yeah, I mean, shit, either one to me, because, you know what? That's a good point. I say after if Loma would have fought him, like, say they had a rematch after he lost to him, I think Loma could beat him in a rematch. Because I felt like he started using that other hand, the way he was winning them rounds back to back, touching Tito up.
Yeah, Loma was hurt, bro. Loma was hurt.
Was like, if he would have started fighting sooner, man, that would have been a different outcome, I always thought.
Absolutely.
Tio, mainly because he don't move his head off the line. He don't be moving that head. Now he be doing a lot of like little bluffing and extra little unnecessary movements at 140. And I told people that stuff not gonna work for guys that's really on point. All that unnecessary stuff, that's the reason.
Loma was elite when these guys were amateurs.
Said poor Leo.
Was he like 40 fighting in the amateurs?
What was that?
Wasn't he like 40 years old fighting in the amateurs?
He turned pro at like 26.
Yeah, I'm talking shit.
Dude turned pro like 26, so that's like an old rookie or something.
Yeah, but he still got the best amateur record than all those guys.
And I think
he was older than them. I mean, what do you expect? If I'm 26 and the guy coming up is 18, I'm gonna beat him. I'm 26. I'm a grown man.
He did his thing.
Go to the bar after.
I'm gonna always feel like he
Did he tour the world? Where's the national championship? Where's the world championships that Loma won? Was he going around the world or was he beating people in the Ukraine? Like Inuit?
The number one amateur, bro. That's what he was.
Hey, you know what? I should start. Hey, you think if I start my amateur career now, I'm 32. You think I'd be like, how many fights you think I get in? I'm 32.
Who had a great amateur career? Shakur Stevenson, one of the best amateur careers.
Oh, all right. You're right. But he's like 24.
But if we want to talk about age and stuff like that, I'm just talking about amateur career point blank.
What about Triple G?
Back then, they switched the amateur rules up. You couldn't fight anybody under 17 or something like that. You couldn't fight anybody 18 or something like that.
That's called the Loma rule.
Nah, that's USA boxing.
which probably Loma never fought in. Did Loma come to the U.S. and fight? Did he beat anyone in the U.S. when he was in the amateur? Can you check? I'm driving. Can't do box reps right now.
Loma.
Did he come to the U.S.? Did Loma come to the U.S. and, knock off a couple of our top guys that, eventually made it to the pros or were good, solid amateurs, but just didn't,
Hector Garcia.
I would tell you, but almost all my things are like dead besides this phone.
Well, if you hate that shit, that shit be crazy. I'm the type I'd be right in the house phone be on 5% on some bullshit, just looking at it die. I'm like, man.
It's because I got wifey upstairs. I'm like in the basement chopping it up with y'all.
I got a bad habit doing that.
I'm dropping home from work, so that's why I can't. If I come off the screen, it's gonna take me out the screen.
Work, my bro.
Yeah, that's where I be at most of the time when I'm sending shit and looking up shit.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. I know how that be. Trying to work and do that. But, man, hopefully we continue to get the fights, man, that we want. I think they can finish this year off strong. And I get, again, that tank card, that's lovely, man. That's going to start the year off on the right foot, man. And all they got to do is continue to follow suit from that point on. You know what I'm saying?
January, the whole month of January is looking good.
You get what I'm saying? Just think about the fights we can
get. January 14th got the ESPN card, too. January 28th, Anthony Yard.
Then the 21st?
Yeah, 21st. 28th. Yeah, Eubank versus Smith. Anthony Yard versus Beterbiev. Charlo versus Tim Tszyu. Yeah, January is going to be a movie. The year going to start off for all boxing. Pretty, every week is going to be, damn, you got to catch this. You got to watch that. I'm happy about it.
Yeah, 23 is going to be lovely, bro.
And I think I know when the date for the Tank versus Ryan Garcia is going to be.
Almost beef us probably the best. She was all hyped by Bob. Yeah, and top rank manufactured Loma in terms of trying to push him as this pound for pound great. And I always said this: you give anybody else,
you can't come from 126
pound for pound list, Lomachenko's record, they'd be off. More than likely, they'd be off 2 losses and under 20 fights. They'd be off that list immediately.
Bob playing chess with everybody.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? No, you say that again, Jay?
Isn't Loma a 4-division champion? Or is it 3?
3.
I think it's 3.
He came from 26? 26, 30, and 35?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe that's just the order, too.
All right, Loma versus Tank next.
How long y'all got Kazoo lasting? I say 5 to 7, maybe.
8.
You know what? It probably could.
I think you want to punish him. I think you want to make an example out of him. The legacy, the name. That's a good name on your resume. Tim Tszyu, because of his dad. Especially going to be in the corner with the tongue all right, one punch and I'm going to throw this thing in.
Well, I'm telling you, I wonder how you're gonna react because I think Charlo just is on another level. If what we've been seeing is the right thing, respect to Tim Tszyu, I just feel like Charlo, man, that skill set he bring and the trainer he bringing that, man, it's gonna teach him the right shit, tell him the right shit, and knowing the way Charlo responded in that last fight, I expect him to build off that. You know you got the right thing. All you gotta do is listen to him.
What do you guys think of Lubin possibly fighting Danny Garcia?
Whoa!
About to get beat up. If that happened, I think Lubin to beat Danny up.
Okay.
That's a good fight to make. A good fight. Danny Swift got the name, got the charisma, draw the crowd. Lubin, puncher, brawler.
I don't want to see that for Danny.
You don't want to see him get smashed up.
Nah, man, because he looked too small for that division already. He looked too small at 47.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't look like a puncher at 47. Everything was haymakers.
Got that Castano sitting there. Got the amateur storyline. Castano versus Danny.
Yeah, in the beginning, man. Castaño not a real 46.
Like grass, salute, buddy.
You mean 54?
Yeah, Ash, he was staring through his soul. I just seen a picture of that.
Oh, Castaño, my bad, man.
Brian. Yeah, the one who lost to Charlo, yeah.
I like that better.
Why you got people like JusDue to give him his just due.
I like that better. That's a good matchup.
Charlo, man.
I was trying to figure out what's a good name for Daniel at 54, but that's not too bad.
Charlo is a real one. Yeah, Ruben.
Both guys coming off losses, unless you put Lubin and Castano back in the ring together. Both coming off L's to the same guy. I don't know. I mean, I ain't no marketing genius. Just go.
Yeah, they be trying to diss Charlo, but they can't. Oh, man, Ernst.
Yo.
Rivera like the way Frank was looking. And go from domestic Australian level straight to Big Charlo. That's where I'm at with it, TD. I think Frank should be confident, call that man a prospect, not a contender. And Frank gonna have to show him tomorrow night.
I don't know, man. Michelle looked really good against Joseph Adorno.
He did. He put hands on, bro. He did.
Also know he knocked out in the 8.
He was disrespected back.
He put him down.
To Frank that he's stronger than him.
I know he did say, he's like, yo, he's stronger than him. I was like, whoa, how do you know?
You better be, because if you get it there, you're not, man. It get bad for you in there.
I don't know. I've never seen nobody go into Rivera's body. I think he's susceptible to body shots.
Yeah.
I think he breaks him down to the body. That's me. That's how I feel.
The thing about Michelle, he's a good body puncher, so he puts them good together.
I know Frank gonna go to that body. He don't forget about that body. He stayed on the body in his last one.
If you can get in there like that, yeah.
They call him because his foot movement is good, bro.
Yeah,
not the ghost because it's a cute name. It's because he moves and he pivots and he switches, and as you throwing that jab, thinking he there, now he on the side of you.
Yeah, that's a big difference maker. That in the right hand.
Correct. I think this is gonna. You know how Bud fought Victor Postol?
Yep.
I feel like that's gonna be the type of fight Frank gonna. Frank Warren gonna fight against Rivera. Moving like he's never gonna be where he was. Like if I'm here, I'm there. If I'm there, I'm here. Like I'm gonna
But that's the thing is that Michelle's a mover too.
Yeah.
And he got the 3-8 reach.
Yeah, but he's gonna be using that reach to keep you out there. If I'm moving and you can't, you know what I mean?
But it's a beautiful jab.
I got the return. I'm coming over with that right. I'm coming over the top with that right. I'm southpaw. I see that one coming up. There we go. I'm gonna pivot. That right hand. This might be a great fight. This might be the one we were all expecting. End of the year, showtime. They should have had it in the Armory, though. I think more people would have pulled up.
I think if it goes 12, I like Michelle, but I could also see Frank stopping him.
I feel you, TB. Yeah, fact, bro. You do. You do got that common opponent. Frank real, man. I think them feet good. Rivera, not that he can't move. He got that wide stance a little bit, be a little flat foot and planted, but he still can move. You know what I'm saying? I think Frank,
yeah, but he fall into his punches too much. That's what I don't like about Michelle.
Real
Nah, he fall in, so when he overcommits and then the back foot just goes in, he don't leap back or nothing. He actually just dives to the right with his like shoulder roll to miss that punch. I'm like, man, Frank can give him with a right or uppercut.
Uppercut, yeah. Well, the beauty of this fight is that it's not a foregone conclusion like some other fights. You know, take a shot at Bud. This is a real fight that you like have to tune in, have to watch, sit down. You know what I mean? If you're gonna score it, or if you're gonna watch it like a, you know what I mean?
This is a fight that we get to learn.
Yeah.
This is a fight that we get to learn about both of these fighters.
I got a question. Because this is a WBA eliminator, does that mean it's for? Oh yeah, only tank belts have a mandatory, right?
Say that again. My bad.
Because this is a WBA eliminator, does that mean it's a tank belt? So I think only tank has mandatories. You hear me?
You got a little bit of feedback.
Static.
I still have heard you. I ain't hear you all the way.
So I believe this fight is a WBA eliminator. Does that mean it's for Tank's belt next, or is it for?
Oh, you saying that's for Tank's belt next?
Oh, yeah. Tank is the only one with a mandatory, right? Tank's belt, I should say, because he don't have no WBA mandatory.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. Yeah, with the winner, yeah,
because he has the regular belt, not the super.
Yeah, and he got that regular title. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's for nothing, man. I don't think they're talking about none of that.
Yeah, I didn't hear
it. It's eliminated. It's an eliminator, though. That's what they said. There's 3 world title eliminators on this card.
Yeah. So maybe. I'm gonna pay attention to that. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm gonna pay attention to that. I'm gonna see if they even mention and say anything about it. Cause that makes sense. That put one of them. That's Michelle Rivera.
I don't think so, because this is too early in these guys' career.
And when he wins, that's what he's saying. That's just why it's gonna fall in line after he wins some shit with Tank. He going, it's going everything gonna fall in place.
This is also an eliminator for Jose Hustostegui, the WBC eliminator. I don't know how they keep having all these eliminators and not making
because both of these guys,
he's fighting eliminator too at 160. 168.
Eliminated for Tank, but that shit don't mean nothing.
Both of these guys are like ranked number 10 in like all the sanctioning bodies.
It just needs 2 people to fight. The WBA can. It doesn't matter what number. It doesn't have to be 1 versus 2. It could be 13 versus 5.
I think we
forget Mr. Be turning on fight.
You got a real fight coming up, y'all. A real fight coming up, man. We're gonna see. I'm gonna keep my ears to that, man. Eyes and ears to that, Jeff. If they even mention anything remote, it gotta be like you said. They said it's a title eliminator, so they gotta put. Just like with Benavidez and I think Plant supposed to be the same shit. Title eliminated the first shot at
Canelo.
You know what I'm saying? So,
did you get that information from Ghost about David Morrell being ordered to fight Canelo?
Yeah, he did tell me that. He did. That's crazy.
Shit, it's crazy. I just said, okay, the new WBA champion is David Morrell.
Well, I keep saying,
Canelo not taking that fight. Dropping that belt early. Like, there you go. Don't you man it to him?
Man, bro. Yeah, the walls are closing in and people are, they cars by the
he'll drop the belts and go up to light heavy or go, you know what I mean? He'll figure out a way. Look, he'll probably go back down and fight Triple G for his belts at 160 and drop all his belts at 168. He's too small for that. He don't want to fight nobody. Like, you think we can do a 4 Triple G fight?
You tell you what, you said Triple G?
Yeah, because Triple G got the belts at 160. He got 2 belts.
Yeah, it's supposed to be him and Lara next.
So what's happening with that?
Yeah,
real quiet on that front.
I think that's still supposed to be on for right now or something. As far as what I could tell, I ain't hear that, not going to happen. So I think those DM me something about that too. I got to look into it, but I could have sworn he said that still was the situation, Triple G and Lara. So let's say hopefully they do fight. I wouldn't mind saying it was battle of the 40-year-olds. The more stationary Lara that sits down on his punches board and see if he could win that fight.
I would have taken a Jamal Charlo versus Triple G unification over Lara versus Triple G.
Man, hell yeah.
I don't care how old he is. Knock his ass out, get him out of boxing.
fact.
Did the Abdullah Mason fight start yet?
Let me see what this card doing. I see this card started now. I don't know exactly what it's saying. It is, but shit, I'm probably about to end this joint and I gotta watch it. Maybe I'll do a post fight on this. So,
yeah, I think it's just us anyway. You?
Yeah, I definitely do that, man. So, man, I appreciate that. Yeah, definitely. I appreciate it. You already know.
Listen, you're doing the hard work. I just like to come up here and chat sometimes too.
Man, and you welcome every and any time you want to, bro. You already know. It's at the YouTube joint, KD. It's called Big Play Reflog Show. So that's the name of the channel. It's on YouTube. That's the card that Mason's supposed to be fighting on in the field, I guess.
Him and his brother, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty dope. I'm like on the crib and put that on.
Yeah, I like
that's some good boxing. There's boxing tonight. There's boxing tomorrow.
Yeah, and you know we on it. Y'all know I'm gonna be live for the other fight, so I'm gonna be calling that. Y'all here, y'all know where to find me at, man. I'm being on here on the grind as usual. We're gonna get through another card, another fight night. Like I said, man.
Get the like and subscribe.
Yes, sir, man. Y'all already know it, man. So y'all smash that like button on the way out, man. We gonna get up out of here, man. Y'all know I'll be right back at it tomorrow, man.
Don't forget to sub to my channel if you guys need the undercard information for the Sky, the Golden Boy, or the Showtime card. Mr. Campbell.
I'm subbed to you right now too, so you rock that. So
good looking, Brody.
Well, you already know, man. Appreciate you. You already know, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Smash the like button on the way out. Salute to everybody that's rocking with the fam. Salute to my bro Crush as always. And another good show. And we're gonna be right back at it tomorrow. So with that, man, we up out of here. Peace to the fam.